He's like, yeah, I'm making goodie bags for the puppies.
I'm really kind of sad that wasn't on stream.
No.
Drugs for the puppies.
All the tracks.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to
Hi.
Fools and Flagons.
So,
Yeah.
oh,
Dead.
This is a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me, where the players do dumb things and I try to make sense of it. And tonight we are continuing the Tales of Archeron. We live stream our D&D campaigns every Friday on Twitch, alternating between the Tales of Archeron and the Storm King's Chaos, which is done by Zeke, that guy over yonder way. Let's see. Both are available to watch again on our YouTube channel or to listen to in podcast form on most major platforms a week later. On top of streaming D&D on Fridays, we also stream a variety of games during the week with Pez Plays on the weekends we have Metallurgy Magic. And sometimes during the week too, depends on his overall schedule. Oh, my mic could use a bit of a bump up. Why has it gone quiet? I haven't touched anything, but thank you, sir.
Look at the little candle.
Little candle. Oh yeah, we have a new stream overlay. So yay.
woo!
Fancy.
I want it. I want the candle.
If you like what we do and you would like to support us, please consider donating to our coffee page at ko-fi.com or fi /fools and flagons. The links are down below in the description. They're all over the screen on our YouTube and everywhere. So if you can't spell it, there's a clickable link somewhere. Donations are never required but always appreciated, and all proceeds from donations and memberships go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it really does help keep the podcast alive and well. If you're watching us live, we would like to thank you for your follows and subscriptions and bits here on Twitch, and we do apologize that we cannot recognize them verbally for the sake of not interrupting the story, but your support of us is always appreciated, and these chuckle fucks over here to my right are probably in the chat and talking shit and looking at that sort of stuff. So
Never.
you would absolutely do so. Always and forever. Yeah, I'm really not sure why Zach was saying that my microphone had gotten quiet. I'm not really sure why. So, with all of that being said, does anyone else have anything? Any announcements? Alerts?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Huzzah!
For fools and asses.
Oh, wow. Kirsten's cracking open a brand new one. Hell yes. Use your teeth.
I guess she tried to push
Ow,
open
ow,
the bottle top.
Listen, when you have enough beers in you, anything's possible.
I must go. My planet needs me.
What the heck is that? A mini sewing machine?
That's her note-taking kit.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a mini sewing machine everywhere she goes.
It's a typewriter / sewing machine.
This is Rune's journal. Rune has so much information.
That he doesn't share with the party.
Don't worry about it.
We're not using the S word.
Is at the top of it? Is the top? It says secrets. I don't like sharing.
So
He said the S word.
that's Storm King's Chaos. We're here tonight for the Tales of Archeron. So, picking up where we left off last time, the Tempests traveled to Emeraldpointe to confront the Baroness Lorella Quint, who had attempted on multiple occasions to assassinate Princess Ena. Very few words were shared as the Tempests became openly hostile, and a battle spanned from outside the mansion into the interior and then into another plane of existence entirely. When it seemed the Baroness was on the ropes, she smashed an orb that reinvigorated her and transported the mansion and everyone within to a plane that seemed very familiar to Zaan. The Baroness seemed possessed, speaking with two voices at once, her own and another more malevolent entity. The invader seemed to greet Zaan as their son and seemed eager to dispatch the rest of the party. But the Tempests were not so easy a pest to exterminate, and with a pair of very violent spells from Vanera, the possessed Baroness was slain, and the Tempests were violently thrust back into the material plane.
Bye.
We now rejoin the Tempests as the dust clears and they try to determine what has happened. As you all begin to look around, you see the roof of the parlor that you had been battling in has been blown apart. You can still hear thumps as splinter bits of wood and other bits of lumber that made up the mansion are falling down. It takes a little bit of time.
Another plane?
No, it's normal bright
No, we've
daylight.
come
The
back.
sky looks blue. There's grass. That sense of dread and hunger that you had all sensed in the reddish purple spacey realm you had been in is now gone. It takes you a little bit of time. What's your passive perceptions? Anyone with a passive perception over 12, you begin to hear the sounds of children crying from somewhere else in the building that you're in. They're a bit faint.
A child.
Speaking of, I see that you guys are in the wrong map. So I'm not going to swap over to the map for the stream, but for you guys, I will pull you into
Real space.
this scene so you can kind of see what's going on.
Do I need to be in the...
If you would like a visual representation of where things are, then you may.
I want to cast a spell.
Where is the sound of children coming from?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Never mind, I don't know.
Man, those are some weird sounding birds.
The majestic space duck.
Quack!
So
funny.
majestic.
I'm trying to
I want that
figure-
shirt.
I think it came out to like 8.
Sorry, was there another question that I missed?
Can I try to figure out where the children are?
Yes.
What do I need to roll?
Perception. Or you can just start roaming around the mansion. All
12.
willy-nilly. 12. You take a second and kind of like tell everyone to shush, and it sounds like it's coming, almost like it's coming from back out the way you would come. These blue squares that you see on the screen, those are basically where there's just debris and rubble. And
God damn it.
Kind of a lot like how a house looks after a tornado has hit it. There's just like walls have been like knocked down. With some difficulty, you could climb over most anything highlighted there in blue.
Wait.
Debris. Debris is everywhere.
Could I cast
Wait.
a spell?
What kind of spell would you like to cast? And yes,
I
Pez,
would
what
like
do
to
you...
cast. Go ahead.
Where's my hamburger?
Dead.
Yeah, my last notes say that Hamburger was dead. Or at least unconscious. Hamburger is down. I had him in the other room, and I'm not sure why.
Because he was trying to open the door.
Yeah, I think he was like
And
over here.
failing miserably.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
at
he
the
is
door
still over there, and I put him back like he had been from the other map, but I don't remember why he would have been DED.
Something exploded in all.
That's right. I needed you all to make dexterity saving throws as you were thrust back into the realm, and he did not succeed. So Hamburger is currently down. You're not entirely sure where, because you sent him to a completely different room from the rest of you. So, Zaan, you were casting a spell?
Locate object.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Guns. Somebody has some questions to answer.
We need something more specific than guns.
A shotgun.
Okay,
I
I'm
think it
being
shot a
I'm being
hole
an
in my
asshole. I know what you're doing. Yes. So you cast a spell, and you get a little bit of a blip towards, if you're looking at the map, towards the south.
Okay.
Do I light up?
Yeah, he lights up like a fucking beacon.
Oh,
Hello.
Doesn't say anything to you or anybody, to be completely honest. He just walks. He opens that door.
Okay.
Unable to locate the children, but assuming with the way Vanera was shushing, she's on it. Brick's gonna walk over to the now corpse and rifle through pockets, and also try to find the remnants of the shattered orb.
Well, the orb was shattered on the ground towards the left near the wall.
Okay, pockets first, then orb.
Pockets first. Okay. I realize I don't have a document open. I need open.
Kasumi is also standing over the Baroness's body.
You want to do
Okey-dokey.
pockets, and I'll do orb.
She's taking everything in right now.
Okay. So Zaan is heading towards the south. Seems like a bunny on a mission. Vanera, what were you doing?
I
did
was
it.
listening for the children.
Okay, so you heard them coming from kind of this direction.
Okay.
Now that a lot of the walls have been kind of knocked down, the sound is a little distorted, but it seems to be generally coming from that direction in the mansion, almost towards where Zaan is heading at the moment.
I'm gonna, before I go outside, I'm gonna help, if Kasumi wasn't doing it already, Brick search her body and stuff like that.
Okay. Is that how you're just
Heading down.
Okay. Need the two of you to make a investigation check. Zaan, what are you? Zaan, Pez, Kasumi. So Kasumi, you're just kind of watching. Zaan is heading down. Pez, what are you up to?
My frills go into radar dish mode, and I am hunting for my burger.
Your frills.
Which means sonar mode. Aren't they underwater?
Yeah. You remember where you sent him previously before you got into the fight, so it's fairly easy to find him. One thing you do notice when you come back through is Scorponok is not there.
Dead.
As you get back into the main foyer, you see your hat. It's just sitting there on the ground.
Hat comes later. Burger first.
Okay. You go and look where you sent him to go through the door for reasons that remain unknown to me. And he is there, and I actually need you to make 2 death saving throws for him.
The burger?
14.
Success.
18.
Both successes. So you see him, and it's like the real sad, like, bird hit a truck windshield kind of thing. He's kind of bloody. There's bits of wood that are kind of like falling on top of him. He's still kind of there. It's a pitiful sight, and he's not looking great. But he is over there. You see him. Mm-hmm.
Am I able to use healing bug? I mean, word, or what are my spells? Aid. I use aid.
Use aid.
Aid.
Okay.
AIDS. I'm gonna give your burger AIDS.
Bug aid.
Bugade.
It's just the Soviet Wombo.
We're not a brigade, we're a bugade.
It's the Soviet Wombo video. I have bad news. It's AIDS. It's AIDS. It's AIDS. It's AIDS. You have a broken leg. Really? No, it's AIDS.
Choose out of 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point matchment and current hit points. Okay. Yep. That would stabilize him, Yerger. He kind of wakes up and sort of flops there. Doesn't seem to really have the energy or the strength to get the pile of wood off of him.
Whole 5.
Whole 5 points.
A whole 5.
I will assist the burger because burger is priority for me.
Okay. It's simple enough. You're able to move the rubble out of the way, and Hamburger gets up and is kind of limping a little bit, but overall, he's okay.
Limp, limp.
Zaan, as you get down towards the southern part of the mansion, towards the blip that you see, it's a mess. It's hard to really determine what used to be here. The walls have all been knocked down. The roof is basically collapsed in, but you roughly feel the ping coming from this direction, buried underneath everything.
How would you climb?
Sorry?
that way. When you're finished with everybody, I'm climbing to that.
Yep. Your movement is half because it's difficult terrain, but it's not a overall problem. Brick and Vanera, you were looting through the Baroness?
Got a 15.
15?
I got a 14.
A 14. Okay, between the two of you, you were able to pull off of her a wand of web, a ring of truth-telling, and Brick, with your investigation check, you find what looks like a leather-bound journal.
I'm gonna pocket the leather-bound journal. I'm gonna put on the ring of truth-telling. Does it feel like it would need attunement?
You look at it. Well, I probably shouldn't have told you what it was. It was a ring, but you would need to attune to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it in your pocket. Give me. Let me read it.
We have other concerns. We have other. Sorry, haven't done this in a while. We have other concerns. Children.
I can read and walk.
Fine. I hand it over.
You took the ring that I found, so I want the journal.
We found the ring together.
Yeah. Brick holds up the hand, goes, "Hey, look, a ring! Yoink!"
Yeah.
Okay.
If I look over to where she smashed the orb, do I see any glass on the ground, or is it just evaporated?
Make an investigation check. The DC is going to be pretty high here because there's rubble strewn about everywhere, and there were windows.
Right.
Another
15?
15. There's definitely glass.
Yeah, I
You're
just can't
really
tell if it's
not
like
sure
flat
if
or
it's-
curved.
You're really not
Can I
sure
look-
if it's a window or
Or a wall.
Could've
a
spent
beam
your
falls on
downfall.
Vanera, dealing
Can I-
3d6 damage.
Can I try to?
Sure, make another investigation check. Zaan, you make an investigation check too, since I know what you're looking for.
God damn it, another 14.
Yep, that's glass.
Yep.
+1, 16.
16. It takes you a little bit, but eventually you see the very still form of the man you had fought outside, buried underneath a lot of lumber. It
So
looks
she's like in this room, or I see him outside buried.
No, like you are following that blip. You're crawling on top of the remains of this wing of the mansion.
Oh.
And you start like lifting things up, and you just see like the typical like bleh hand sticking out. He's definitely pinned under a large wooden beam of some sort. He's TKO'd.
I want to dig enough to get to his body.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Kasumi,
That was good. That was really good.
you have detect magic, correct?
Pause for
As-
dramatic effect.
As he's asking this, and she's like, "Do I?" You just hear Zaan go "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and just start like throwing wood everywhere. I mean, like stuff that just looks very massive. He's just lifting like sections of walls and tossing them here and there. Zaan, you are eventually able to pull him out. He is definitely DED dead.
Dead.
Okay, well, do them. I'm going to search him when they're done.
Okay, investigation check for you. The rest of you, what's happening?
No, I don't think I have that ability.
Hmm.
I can identify things, but I can't see magic floating.
Well, if you can identify, I really need to switch out a spell.
What are you looking for?
I was just seeing if the orb, smashed orb now would give off any
Can I
magical
cast detect
signature.
magic?
Okay. Thank you.
You
Appreciate.
I would like to cast
You
detect
would like
magic.
to? Okay. You
Thanks.
cast detect magic. Let me see. You get quite a few blips. You see the normal blips of your party. And by the way, your spiritual weapon is still active just for your, nefarious purposes.
Amusement.
That's a good one. We'll go with that one. You get quite a bit more blips. You get a blip coming from this area on the map.
Where?
In there.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see my ping.
Uh-huh.
And beneath the rubble where Zaan is digging, you get quite a few blips in this collapsed room. You kind of look over at the wall to the south, and that's been blown off, and you see Zaan just sifting through the rubble and lifts a big section of wall, shoves it over with a thud, more dust flies up. Yeah. Pez, you have Hamburger. He has been revived. What are you doing? You can kind of, from where you're standing now, you can look over the rubble and see 3 of your members still in that same room where you had been fighting before.
What was that blip again? Like magic that I don't know about?
You don't know?
Cool. I want to open this door that the burger was attempting to open.
Okay. You open the door. And you can even look straight to your left and see that it was a hallway of some sort. You literally... You're standing there, the door's here, all of this over here is just down, and you go... Oh yeah, that's where that goes.
Vanera, do you relay all the pings to us?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to start heading, since there was nothing magical about whatever was left of the orb, if there is anything left, I'm going to start heading towards the solitary ping over here, which I assume is also vaguely in the direction of the children. Or whatever
Sort of.
the child thing is.
Sort of.
Okay.
So you head into that room. It is a room that Zaan checked out before. Heading inside, you see it's sort of a closet of sorts, a storage area. Boxes. It looks like some shoes. There's a cloak hanging from a hook just inside the door. Just looks like a really big closet.
Is there any boxes, or is it just like a broom, some shoes, and the cloak?
Pretty much that. There's some boxes, but they look old and dusty.
I'll crack open boxes just so I have a full inventory of what's in the room.
It looks like some very old, unused traveling cloaks. You do see there's quite a few bits of clothing in these crates that look more masculine. And judging by the dust on top of the crates, it hasn't been open for a very long time.
Is the blips... It takes 10 minutes, right? So the blip is still blipping?
The blip's still blipping.
Can I go help him blip the blipper?
Sure. You waddle on over, look in the door, and you see him digging through things. You're like, what are you doing? You point at the cloak hanging from the hook. Like it should be fucking obvious. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That was mean.
I pick up the cloak. I'll identify this in a minute. Add it to the list.
Put in the back, you'll lose it.
Zaan, I forgot. What did you roll for your investigation on him?
19.
Oh, no, it was like the
Cloak.
yeah.
I rolled a 19.
19?
18 plus 1.
So you do dig him out more or less. You can see that his body has been very much squished.
Squidged.
Kind of you're really not coming back from this sort of deal.
What? That's what you think.
You find on him the double-barreled musket that he had been shooting you all with, the Morning Star that he was wearing. The armor that he was wearing was half plate. Other than that, you don't find too much on him. What was that? Would you whisper?
Secrets.
We don't use the S word here.
So I'm going to cast Detect Magic as well Just because if what's her face had something magical on him, I guess I'm expecting him to possibly have something hidden on him.
The items that you've looted from him do not give off a magical aura. Yeah. They seem fairly mundane. It's likely the amount of damage that he was dealing was just because he was very skilled. But as you cast Detect Magic, there's quite a bit in this room underneath the rubble. You can see that there's some bookcases, what looks like the remnants of a desk. There's a chest nearby to him where you found his body. There's quite a lot in this room that's giving off blips. Make another...
Go ahead. Well, ask your question first, and I'll say whatever it is.
I was going to say, if you want to start rooting through them, it's not so much an investigation check, because you can basically tell exactly where they are. This will be a strength check for you to be able to unearth them, unmansion them.
Unmansion them.
Just finding in dirty 20. 17 plus 3.
Okay, so Zaan continues to rummage through things. The sounds of crying seems to be quieting quite a bit. What are the rest of you doing? Because I haven't touched on Pez or Kasumi here in a little while, since everyone else has been looting and looking for stuff.
After they leave to go look in the hallway, Kasumi's actually gonna try to walk out the front door and just take a look at any damage.
Okay.
Building over there, and some over there.
See if there are any people, any beings, if our dinosaurs are still there. She's just kind of stepping out to the front door and just taking in the surroundings.
Okay, so I did forget to mention on Lorella Quint, you got she also had a +3 rapier on her, and the bracer of flying daggers on her wrist. I forgot those ones.
Dibs.
I write that down.
Yep, I knew I was forgetting something, and I apologize. Kasumi, one more time, you're going outside to what now?
I put them in the bag.
She's just gonna step out the front door, if there's even a door left, to kind of take a look at the surroundings, see if our dinosaurs are still there, and to see if there are any people or commotion occurring outside.
Okay, yeah, you guys basically fought your way into the mansion. The doors have been left open. The door from the parlor to the entrance hall is basically hanging on by sheer luck. Just the force of the blast and it already being open, it had nothing to brace, and one of the hinges came loose and just kind of like hanging. You're basically able to just walk straight through and see straight outside. You go out through the big circular front door. You see the ground immediately surrounding the mansion. Every corner, every wall is blackened and burnt, as if it had been scorched from the interplanar travel. The corpses of the henchmen are still laying out there, kind of dead. Well, not kind of dead. They're really fucking dead. You do not see your mounts.
What?
She's just gonna kind of stay out there, just in the doorway, but kind of take in the fresh air a little bit.
Make a perception check for me while you're out there.
Okay.
It's not actually fresh. It's fart air.
Listen, she just had to deal with a lot. We all had to deal with a lot, but she's not settling. Perception, okay. 11?
11. Yeah, you don't see your mounts or anything. Yep.
All right, that's where Kasumi's gonna be.
Okay. So Zaan once again begins sifting through the rubble. Vanera and Brick.
Where are the children? I'm looking for out.
Outside.
Oh, are they kind of outside, or are they more down south from here?
The sounds have died away at this point. Poor choice of words.
They died.
Yeah, they're dead. The crying has stopped. Kasumi, you don't see anything outside. The two of you don't hear anything, Vanera or Brick. You do still generally understand the direction that they were coming from, but you don't see anything yet.
It was that way outside. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna head outside. Let me get out. It's like wall collision, wall collision, wall
Well, because
collision.
I'm right in the way.
I'll fix it there.
Um.
So the two of you go outside, make perception checks.
Okay. I'm also gonna be like, hello.
Pez, what are you doing?
My head is naked. I want my hat.
Okay.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you walked right past
You
it.
you head back out into the main room. Hamburger is going to be staying very close to your heels, because the last time he left you, the fucking house exploded.
Mhm.
You're able to get your hat. You stick it on, do the little deal. You see the three of your party members are out through the front door looking around. Brick and Vanera, what were your perception checks?
17.
16.
16 and 17.
Look at us.
You don't hear children. You don't see anyone nearby. The two of you, way down the road from where you had come from, where you had passed what looked like the, for lack of a better word, the servants' houses, there does seem to be a small crowd gathering and slowly making their way towards the mansion to try to figure out what's happened.
Eat them.
Do we want to go out and meet them, or do we want to stay here?
Where's Zaan?
I believe he's digging through the rubble, probably looking for loot. You said there was magic stuff over in that corner, right, Vanera?
Yeah.
We shouldn't leave him. Not after whatever that was happened.
All of that.
I'm kind of assuming alone is what he wants to be right now.
Well, you are his son.
Mm. Wait, I don't hear that.
Yeah, you
I'll
do.
go get him.
Oh,
You're standing right there, and they're just right on the other side of the door.
So I'll walk back inside and join my father.
Father.
Okay. Zaan, what was your roll for strength to start tearing shit apart?
It was a dirty 20.
All right, the dirty 20. It takes you, even with that, it takes you a little bit. You're not a big creature, but you do start sifting through. Is there a particular spot from where I pinged that you're more interested in? There's the chest here. There's a few blips around what looks to be the remnants of a desk. There's something in the bookshelf.
So 3. So chest first.
Chest. You go over to the chest since it's already been mostly cleared by you, while trying to get the body of the man that you had fought before. And looking inside, it is filled to the brim with loot. Gold, gem pieces, jewelry. It would take you a bit to fully understand what's in there, and you even think that you might see a few bottles. You can look through it now if you
there are
like.
diamonds,
or
I
you
need
can-
it.
Say that one again.
I was like, if there are any diamonds, I need them.
Okay. So he's gonna close that and walk over to the. Yep, the bookshelf.
The bookshelf. Okay. In the bookshelf, you find what looks to be 3 spell scrolls of some sort.
Wish.
You would need to take a bit of time to look at them and decipher them and see if you can even figure out what they are. But you know that those are what they are because you have definitely seen them before at that person's place that you really fucking hate back in Harpermere. Yep.
And then
Can't land.
last thing, the last one, the remnants of whatever the desk
Okay.
is.
In the desk, you find a very curious-looking hat. You're not entirely sure why, of all things, this is going off.
Dips.
Okay. Is the hat the only thing that I find? What if I search through it regularly, not looking for magic items?
Going through the rest of the items that are there, you see a lot of paperwork, a lot of manifests.
Don't want any of that.
It's a lot of manifests. It looks like a legitimate amount of fuck all paperwork. Because as you were passing through, this is a lumber mill, basically. And just looking at it real quick, you see like wood. Okay, fuck it.
I'm gonna take the hat, 3 spell scrolls,
And the chest.
close, grab the chest and start dragging it out with malicious intent.
It is quite
If
heavy.
that's about the time I show up, I'll just pick up the chest.
He's gonna look at you. He's not really gonna say much. He's just gonna look at you. And he's not gonna refuse the help.
Father,
Alright.
Yes,
are you alright?
I am something.
I figured. Townspeople are on their way.
Ah,
Came out of whatever hidey hole they were in. Let's go see what's about to happen.
okay. He's just gonna walk with you outside.
As the two of you walk back, Zaan, your passive perception is ludicrously high.
I've got radar dishes, bitches.
Yeah, as you get to what looks like a hallway, you swear you hear a knocking sound
From which direction?
from the right, down that long hallway.
Brick,
Yes.
come. You must walk down this hallway.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk towards the knocking sound.
Okay. You move further down the hallway. Where's Brick? Get in there. Ooh, the program lagged on me. Okay. You get further down the hallway, and there's 2 doors. There's one directly ahead, and there's one to your right, and it seems to be coming from the door on the right. And again, with your radar dishes, you hear sounds of like worried whispering.
I'm gonna put my ear up against it first.
Okay.
Or one of my ears up against it. Just see if I can hear anything a little bit more clear.
Make a perception check. Brick, what are you doing as your Faja goes, "Ka-thunk"?
Do I
That's
see
ridiculous.
the,
Okay, never mind.
is this a window over here that's...
That is a window.
Can I see, like, all this rubble as well?
Yes.
If I look over, like, what does it look like it used to be?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. Maybe a bed frame?
Frame?
A bed frame.
Like this whole rubble over here?
That's what you're able to see within the rubble. Because you have to remember, like, its roof and everything is just down into the room. It's more this side of it. You start to kind of see what looks like a 4-poster bed kind of thing. Which
okay.
you've only ever
And
seen
I'm guessing
because
there's a door down here, I think. That's what I see.
There is a door over there.
Okay.
Zaan, what'd you get?
26.
26. You hear the sound of a woman's voice and seems to be shushing someone else, and you also hear the faint, like, muffled, teary cries of, like, just small things that are sad and scared.
Okay.
Do I see Brick kind of...
Yeah, Brick's fucked off the other way.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door slowly, but with my sword in hand and chest in the other.
Hand on the doorknob, go to turn it, and it's locked.
Well, I tried the diplomatic solution. Now comes the violent solution. I'm gonna fucking sword the door down.
Okay, make an attack.
15.
15. It's a door. It's an axe. You
Axe?
You,
Whoa, hold on a second.
well,
man.
it's
Do I
a
get
sword.
upgrade?
Sorry, I was thinking axes. I was trying to say like you went full shining and just into the door.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. So you put your sword through the door. You hear a very startled yelp and scrambling feet as the crying builds up once again, and you hear the woman's voice saying, "Go, go, 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 go! Hide, get behind the bed."
At this point, I look behind, see what he's doing. He's like, Father, what the hell are you doing?
Gosh. Doing things.
I am working.
I'm gonna pull the sword out the door, reach in, and open the door from the other side if possible.
You reach in, you feel the handle. There's no mechanism there.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to continue to open the door with the sword.
I shove past him. I knock on the door. Sorry about him. He's very overzealous. Don't mean you any harm. Coast is clear. Please, we're here to help.
Shush. Who are you?
We're the Tempests. We were sent by the king.
Oh, thank God. The door's locked.
Oh. Okay.
Zaan's just gonna be standing
stay
there
away
with
from
the
the door, and I rear back and kick it.
Get back. So someone's like, yes! And Brick tries to use his key. Make a strength check.
Okay. Nope. 7.
His key was ineffective, Zaan. What would you like to do? Would you like to use your key?
I have these.
Yeah, it's easy enough. So he's gonna stick the
you're not
tip of his sword in where the handle is and kick it in to where it splits where the mechanism locks to the door.
So you're basically trying to bust the lock out.
Yes.
Okay. Strength check.
18.
Very good. It does still take you a minute because it's a big sword, a very narrow hallway, and Brick is still kind of there trying to help.
Wait. After you've weakened it, I just realized I've never used this ability from the Ceratopper before. I say, wait, Father, out of the way. And I'll back up 20 feet, head down,
You can't.
and run at the door.
You don't have the space.
It's
Oh, I can't, go down the hallway? Or it has to be a straight line?
I mean, you'd have to, pick up speed and try to turn last minute.
I'll do it.
He's
If
already
you'll
opened the
allow
door.
it. If not, it's fine.
He's already opened the door.
As you start backing up, like, this is my moment, Zaan just goes, fuck.
Damn.
Inside, you see a small human girl, brown hair. And you see a female dragonborn, and a dragonborn child.
Well, you know who we are. Who the hell are you?
Be rude. Leave it there. Don't be rude.
The fucking pigeon. My name. Sorry. My name is Lauren. This is my daughter Katie. And this girl here is Vanessa.
I point to myself. Brick, Zaan. What's the story here?
Well, to be quite honest, we were kidnapped by who? I don't know if I should trust you. Although they did let us loose.
What's the human's name? Again, sorry.
The little girl, Vanessa. What happened to the Baroness? It was dark all of a sudden, and there was an explosion.
Yeah, we're trying to piece that part together ourselves. We were sent down here to catch her for an assassination attempt. We don't know what that was about.
Wait, you really have no idea where we went? Really?
I wasn't gonna... Okay, yeah, we know what it was, but honestly, kind of a little bit outside what I figured you could handle. Basically, we went to another dimension, we killed the Baroness, or the Duchess, whatever she's called, and then we're back. Sorry about that.
Oh,
I'm not.
please don't apologize to me. She was a dreadful woman.
Oh, I know. I was more apologizing for the extraplanar travel.
I shall be scarred for life.
Yeah,
Ditto.
you and me both.
Is it safe?
I mean, all the bandits are dead. She's dead. Anyone else we should know about?
There was her right hand.
Dead.
Stable Master Jarvis is dead.
Was he proficient with a double-barreled shotgun?
I remember him having a firearm.
Did he
Listen,
always reside?
I'm a cook
In
by
the house.
trade. I don't adventure. I don't
He is most
know
likely
weapons.
So, apologies. Lots of people are dead. Kind of look at the children. So I get you, and so you're the cook. That's your daughter. Who's Vanessa?
I haven't been able to get much out of her. She's been quite traumatized.
Oh no. Oh no. Vanessa. Did she respond?
She's looking at you wide-eyed as this metal statue man is now speaking to her. She's kind of like instinctively going behind the Dragonborn woman, so she's kind of... Nope.
That's a fair reaction. What's your dad's name?
She looks at you. Doesn't say anything.
Kind of look at Zaan. And kind of give him a look like, Anyway, I think the townspeople are on their way over, so...
Also,
Follow
I'm
us.
sorry. I was looking at the wrong notes. The little human girl's name is Vivienne.
Vivian, okay.
Yeah, I was
That's
on the
why it didn't click at
wrong
first.
fucking page. That's my bad.
No, you're good. Vivian. So... Actually, Miss, what was your name again?
Lauren.
Lauren, could you come over for a second? Like, just...
She kind of comes over, and the children aren't leaving her side. They are to her like glue, but she basically kind of gets them in front of her and tells both of them to put their hands on their ears, and she even helps by putting hers on.
Would you be at all against adopting Vivian?
Wow.
That was quite forward. I'm assuming she has family. Even Pez came back like, the fuck?
Okay, maybe not adopt, but looking after her until we can find a more permanent solution for her, because she had family.
Oh. I've looked after her this far. I can continue to keep an eye on her.
Zaan
Yeah.
just gonna look at Brick. Baroness?
Oh, yeah, no. You remember the guy in the courtroom who kind of went...
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. We might want to bring her to the king.
probably. He'll probably want to see you too, because he'll probably want a first-hand account of everything that's been going on.
I would very much like to get home.
Where's home?
The kingdom. Hopperme.
Oh, you're from the city, Harpermere.
Yes.
Zaan's just gonna look at him. I'm like,
Oh,
really?
no.
And the light bulb goes off.
I made a connection with the girl. I didn't make the connection with the woman.
I still haven't, but I don't care.
It's the cook's wife and daughter.
Oh.
The cook that poisoned.
The cook that
tried to
poisoned Cusco.
poison.
Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poisoned.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
and Vivian
Yeah, the
was
king's definitely wanting to see you. Your husband was a chef, yes?
Daigle, yes.
Oh. The irony in this room is quite heavy.
I now understand why you were locked in a room together. Okay.
And we would very much like to be out of this room and this
Yes.
death
Follow
trap
us.
of a mansion.
Follow. I'll just look at Zaan, and even though the robot face is completely, as always, stoic, you just feel this energy.
Fuck.
Those little white or whatever color eyes are just like
Full dilation.
the White House
blue eyes.
mode activated.
I like to assume that Brick has the like emoticon eyes at this point.
Well, I'm gonna let you
It's
deal
just
with
the
them.
sweat drops.
Zaan's gonna let you deal with them. He's gonna just two-hand the chest after putting the sword.
I thought I'd put it on my shoulder or something.
No, Zaan's just gonna two-handed the chest.
Alright.
So as you lead them out, Vanera, Pez, and Kasumi, the village people are getting closer. God damn it! I knew as soon as I said it, I slipped up and someone was going to do that. A few of them seem to be carrying tools, general lumber stuff, but still kind of intimidating considering that some of them are axes and, farming implements. They don't appear aggressive, but defensive and cautious as they're approaching the kind of ruined remnants of the Emeraldpointe mansion. A few minutes go by. You had heard Zaan and Brick rustling around, and you heard voices coming through the wall next to you, and eventually they come out with the Dragonborn female and the two children in tow, with Zaan. Got a box.
Yeah, I'll walk up to Kasumi and Vanera. So, this is the
Chef's
families. Huh?
Chef's family.
Yes, and the
And
hunter's
Rogue's
daughter.
family.
Yep.
Yeah, Kasumi put that together real fucking quick.
She had help.
No.
So yeah, I'm not equipped to deal with this.
She gives you a little pat on your metal shoulder. Tink tink. I don't think that you should be the one in charge of that.
Why don't I have your
Me
butt?
neither. They're all yours, and I walk away.
Do you have her butt?
Kasumi's gonna go up to the mother Dragonborn and so I'm assuming that you haven't been allowed to socialize very much here with the locals.
No, I've been in that room since I arrived with me daughter.
Okay. Just checking because we've got some locals coming up here, so I think we just need to settle the air a bit on what occurred.
I need to kill them too.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. There's been enough death today, please. Thank you. Unless absolutely necessary.
Before
Kiss
either
those
of you are
box.
able to react, the little girl, Vivian, releases the Dragonborn female and begins running down the road towards the crowd. And at the head of
That's not my
the...
problem.
She's just running, sobbing down the road, and you see further down the way, there's a older gentleman, bald head, big, long, gray beard, tan skin, very plain clothing. Definitely looks like he's been out in the sun and working for basically his entire life. The kind of guy that when he's 90, he can still bench press a wagon.
Grandpapa.
My grandfather.
As the girl gets closer, he goes down on his knees and just embraces the crap out of her.
Oh.
Oh, well, that solves
Okay.
that problem. Kind of.
Kind of.
You're not very
Grandpapa.
subtle, are you?
Don't look at me. He doesn't get the subtlety from me.
You even
I've
hear,
learned that.
You even hear Lauren go, "Oh, well, that's a weight off my shoulders."
But she still needs to know.
Oh, you can talk to the grandfather.
I mean, I will tell him exactly what happened.
Hi, your son's dead.
Are you going to use vague details or specific details or gruesome details?
I mean, he exploded.
Okay, yeah, no, you're not handling this.
Hi, your son went kaboom.
How about you
Hi,
let
yes?
Vanera and I handle this?
Have you ever wanted a confetti cannon?
you see Lauren has like got her scaled hands over her own daughter's ears. She's just kind of looking up like, what?
Ah!
The urge to just look at her and go, "Oh, just wait, we got some bad news for you too."
Wait, this is out of character. The chef is still alive. He's just in prison.
He's in prison.
Oh,
Okay.
not good.
Yeah,
He's
better
still
than
alive.
dead.
He ain't getting out of jail.
He ain't getting any better.
He might, but we'll see. So yeah, since she ran off, Kasumi's gonna look at Vanera and be like, I think we might want to head this interaction with the locals.
After you.
Okay.
While you two are doing that, I'm gonna take a look at the chest and see how much money we got and how much we should give to the locals, because I assume this is probably their tax money.
I would enjoy seeing you try to take that from Zaan right now.
All right, Zaan, don't kill Brick. Okay. We'll
Would
be
you
right
like
back.
to help?
You assumes that I would be helping you.
Can I help you?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so you two start looking through the chest.
I'm handing a hat to Pez. I'm not even asking. I'm handing a hat to Pez.
A pat to Hez.
What's this?
It's like a
No,
little.
no.
What's this?
It's a fairly small little bowler hat.
I upgrade.
Mafia.
Upgrade.
So you take off the. God, I can't even remember what it was that you had.
A cowboy hat.
Scorponok hat.
No, I know the Dune cowl. You take off the Dune cowl and you put the new one on. It will require attunement.
Attunement. Wait, hold on.
You want me to identify that? I gotta
Yes.
identify a cloak too.
Do that.
Okay.
How do my cobalt eyes see under the bowler?
It's bright as fuck, boy.
I hate this.
I'll sit down with the cloak and the ring and the bowler hat and see what they do.
Okay. Assuming you're ritually casting.
Yeah. So it's gonna take me
Okay.
a full half hour to get through them all.
Okay, so I'm not gonna roll for failures because I would assume that even if it did fail, that you would do it again anyway, and you're not wasting spell slots, so it's not a problem. Let's see. Okay. So while you three, so Vanera and Kasumi are going towards the locals. The three boys
Yep.
are giggle snorting
Counting
around.
the loot.
Counting.
Playing with the
Zaan
toys.
Zaan is not giggle swing. Zaan is fucking monotone face everything. There is no emotion at all.
If you find any potions, hand them over. I'll identify.
Most everything that he's found in that room is put in the chest, apart from the hat that he gave to Pez, who's now holding it out to you.
Okay.
But since that will take you quite a bit of time, well, I'm gonna do this other shit first. So, ladies, you
Yes.
start walking towards the crowd, who seem to be gathering around the older gentleman, who's now picked up the girl, and they're kind of like patting him on the back, and they're all kind of smiles, and then they see you all coming, and the smiles fade, and some of them, grab their tools a bit tighter. The older gentleman, with Vivian in his arms walks towards you and goes, "Hail. Might I ask who you are?" And he kind of like leans to the side and what you've done.
Well, we're the Tempests, and we were here to end an attack on the kingdom by the Baroness.
And I'm judging by the fact that you are standing here that she has been dealt with.
If you were wondering where this beautiful young child was, the Baroness was the one that took her from you.
We are very aware, and I cannot thank ye enough for saving me, granddaughter. What of Jarvis? Older fellow, whitish hair, cruel.
Oh, he was the one with the shotgun, wasn't he?
It is one of his favorite means of punishment.
Vanera, do we know what happened to him?
Is he the one that got away?
Yes.
Who was the one that died then?
Same one.
The one that was buried? I still thought someone got away.
He did,
Almost.
hid, and then
Oh,
had a mansion fall on him.
I see.
If
Okay.
only you knew somebody who would notice this.
She doesn't know that you know this.
Or does she know that you don't know that she knows that you don't know?
Because
No.
you didn't tell us, did you, Zach?
Yeah. No, he didn't tell us.
Yeah, that information was not relayed to the rest of your party.
Yeah, asshole.
Never
So-
said it did.
The two of you don't know. You don't know his
Um,
status.
Not sure.
There wasn't many living beings left after that. Besides the captives.
Well, if it is uncertain, then we are still not safe. Apologies. I am Amos Abram. I was the stable groom, and he kind of like looks over to the side where there's a. You hadn't seen it before because you'd been so rushed previously. There is a gorgeous emerald green carriage off to the side, and it looks like similar large fascius like what you had ridden in on. Both of them are still harnessed, dead. She came running pell-mell back to Emeraldpointe, leapt out, and the poor things basically succumbed shortly after, and we were told to stay in our homes.
Hmm.
Well, the good news is that she's gone now.
And we are thankful. I still worry for the redemption that Jarvis may put upon us for that.
We didn't explore the estate. Maybe one of our companions knows something who actually did explore.
Pez is a fucking cryptid, fuzzy and dropping shit in the background.
I know that I'm not sure how familiar you guys were with the extent of her crimes, but needless to say, she was a threat that needed to be taken care of.
He kind of glances over his shoulder, and you see a very kind of morbid grin come across his wrinkled face, and there is not a single man, woman, or child behind me that is sad to see her go. There was
Oh,
a
good.
time when the Baroness and the Baron were very loved. Good people. But when the Baron was lost, she changed. Became cruel. Drunk. And we just did what we could to not be on the receiving end.
So I see that you all are approaching the building. What are your plans with the estate?
You see some of them are already beginning to disperse. Some of them look worried, hearing that with your uncertain information about whether or not the stable master had survived, a few of them took that as their hint to say, nope, going home. and they're not running, but they're not going slowly either. They have that kind of speed walk, like, I'm gonna go, and they go inside, shut the door, pull curtains. It seems like there's Amos, and there appears to be 2 or 3 other gentlemen. There's actually 4 other gentlemen hanging around. All of them seem to be very large, muscular individuals. One looks like he's a half-orc. 2 of them are humans. 3 of them are humans, sorry. And it's around this time that you actually see one of them. He's wearing a cloth apron, no shirt underneath, just beef of a man, tattoos, and he's going over to where the mounts had been left attached, and he is bawling his eyes out like his children died. The other 2 are kind of standing around and just sort of backing up the gentleman that is speaking to you. Yeah, kind of forgot where I was going with that, to be honest.
They're big and beefy. They're bouncers. Beefy bouncers.
There is no love lost between us and her fate.
Are the bodies of the dinosaurs, are they cold? Like, are they dead?
They're dead.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So no helping?
probably not.
Okay.
I think this might be a very off
Died within the last
question. There's never been any bad blood between your town and Harpermere, has there?
In the past, no. With the Baroness's lapse in proper organization, I know that we were later on shipments that she was not organizing. Bad blood, no. In trouble with the king, possibly. Not us in general, but the Baroness herself.
Okay.
By being late on her shipments, and she would very routinely take out her frustrations on us.
Doesn't sound like a very nice lady, does she?
No, she was not.
We do have something important to tell you, but might not be something that needs to be said around young ears.
Right. And he kind of looks over to her. Emmett, would you take her back to my home, please? And he goes, oh, aye, sure. And him and one of the other gentlemen both head off towards one of the nearby homes. They're quietly conversing with each other. There's one other, the half-orc is still standing behind him. He's got a big bladed axe, and he's not really looking at you. He's just kind of scanning the horizon, possibly just on the lookout for further threats. Please.
Kasumi's gonna kind of like lean over and like whisper to Vanera, do you want to say it? Or do you want me to say it?
You can say it.
Okay. She's like, gathers herself for a second. The girl's father was being blackmailed into killing the princess. His attempt failed, but unfortunately, it must have been someone working with the Baroness showed up and killed her father.
You see his brow furrow, and there's just the slightest quiver of the lip, but he gives you a single nod. I thank you for telling me.
I'm very sorry. We tried to save him, but unfortunately someone showed up and took that opportunity away from us.
can't say that I wouldn't have done the same to protect my family.
He was willing to do anything to protect her.
As would I.
She apparently hasn't been speaking she hasn't said a word to me. But I figure it'd be best that you be the one to tell her, rather than a stranger she's never met before.
Well, I best go be with little Vivian. Thank you again. If there's anything I can do, let me know. And he kind of awkwardly turns and heads off. The half-orc stands there for a bit longer, looking around, and then seems to realize, like, oh shit, I'm by myself. And he kind of, like, grunts at you and stands there for a second and then just, like, turns and walks off. He had been so laser-focused on keeping an eye that he's just like, oh, fuck. So, the villagers depart away. What would you like to do? It's still going to take you guys quite a bit of time. Brick is still looking at the items and identifying them. Which items specifically were you looking at identifying?
The only ones I have to start off with are the ring, the hat, and the cloak.
Okay. I would say through that conversation, you were able to identify the cloak and the hat for now. It is a cloak of invisibility, and it is a hat of disguise. You are in the middle of identifying the ring when Vanera and Kasumi come back. Zaan and Pez, you two were digging through the coins and all. You find 6,562 gold pieces, 1,238 platinum pieces. There is one large gold bracelet. There is a gold ring set with looks like red gemstones. You find a little box with a set of 6 little turquoise animal figurines.
Ooh.
You find 6 gems that, at your rough estimation, would probably be about 100 gold piece per gem. And you're, at this point, just kind of quickly doing the math to figure out the basics of what you found when Kasumi and Vanera come back.
Sorry.
It's all good.
It's okay.
Well, that could have been worse.
So what did you talk about?
We gave him the news about the girl's father. He asked where the Baroness's right-hand man was, and I'm not sure.
Did he give you a description of them?
The one with the shotgun.
He's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
We'll have to try and let them know before we leave.
Are there anyone still working on the building near us? Or did they all leave?
Anyone working?
Yeah, I thought there were
Did
people that
everybody
were...
leave, or did
Yeah.
everybody stay?
Yeah, pretty much everyone has departed at this point.
Okay.
You do still see the tattooed man over by the animals attached to the carriage, and seems to be trying to get them unharnessed and move their... For how big those things are, he's still moving them with relative ease. Like, he's a big, buff, burly looking dude.
We could kill that guy.
Okay.
They seemed concerned when we weren't sure if he was alive or not.
So he is very dead.
So our dinosaurs are dead? Yes?
You haven't seen your dinosaurs.
I have not seen that.
We didn't tie them off to anything.
Could I call for our dinosaurs?
How are you calling for your dinosaur? You try to you try to make sounds to call your mounts.
I look in the direction that they're going, or can I track to see if they have run off in a direction?
As you look down the street to where you would assume that they had run off to, you look down the road, you kind of look back at the rest of your party, and you look at the ground for the hoof prints from where they had been when you jumped off to start fighting. And when you look back up to try and see where they may have gone, there is a figure standing in the road. They are wearing a very dark purple cloak with a large gem clasping it to the front. With what little you're able to see, they have vibrantly bright red eyes. Their skin is a deep purple, scaled. It is, at first you think dragonborn, but the face isn't right. It's much flatter. And they are staring at all of you.
Creepy.
How far away?
Towards the edge of the tree line where Vanera and Kasumi had been talking to the villagers.
One second.
Hello?
The eyes snap over to you.
Oh.
The figure speaks.
We're all going to die!
You are feeble and foolish to think that you can stop the Master's plan. They are far more powerful than you can even imagine, and we will not be stopped by a group of mere mortals like yourself. Very typical bad guy shit.
Am I immortal, sir? Because, called me son.
The eyes look over at you. Very aggressive, one of the bunch. Your
Question.
efforts are
Oh, no.
Your efforts are futile, and our preparations are nearly complete despite your constant interference, and nothing you do can stop us.
Is he within 60 feet?
He's a little outside of 60 feet.
How far outside of 60 feet we're talking about?
Make a perception check as he is monologuing the piss out of you.
Oh, dude, I know exactly how fucking far that bitch is. This is a 27.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. You're just like the abacus and the numbers begin to appear above your head. You're like, 111 feet exactly. Wait! And 1 inch.
Hold 1 second. Hold 1 second. I need to see if I have something. You said he's monologuing?
Oh, he's monologuing.
If you don't do something quick, Vanera will.
I was
Cannot
going
possibly... What are you doing? Otherwise, I'm going to start monologuing again. I got a whole thing written out here. Let's go.
Oh, do you?
I do.
We gotta hear it. Come on. I need At the first day of the second season.
He shall count to 3. Not
hour.
2. Not 4. 5 is right out. He
there
goes
any
on to
water
say,
nearby him?
you cannot possibly hope to match the might of our order. We are everywhere, and our power grows with each passing day. You are nothing more than a small thorn in our side, and we will crush you like the insects in our master's name. And his hands begin to move from underneath his cloak.
Vanera has the cuff of captions on, so she's just seeing angry.
DM, I cast Fog Cloud. Right on him.
Oh, okay.
Could I also cast
Speak up!
Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, you can cast Hunter's Mark.
Speak up, Pest.
So,
More assertive.
as you all do this, the fog cloud appears. Hunter's Mark hits him. And you all hear a very loud roar from your right. And coming through the trees is a very large carnivore of some type. It's on all fours and it is running straight into Zaan's fog cloud for wherever that figure had been.
Oh, God, I know exactly what's going on. Is this really going to be one of those? You're evil. My plans will never.
You hear a hissing sound and grunts as this creature goes within the fog cloud. There's a loud explosion, and the large carnivore that had dove into the fog cloud gets tossed out of it, lands and skids to a stop, and is just growling in that same direction. With a swirling, Pez, you know where the creature is because you cast Hunter's Mark before Zaan did the fog cloud. What?
Do I?
Do you?
Do I see him?
Oh yes, you saw it all happen.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, the creature went to... What you saw, Vanera, is the creature went to bite down on him, but the jaws clamped around nothing, skittered around with, like, arcane electric sparks, and then it, with a finger, just blasted its right leg and just sent it careening off to the side. You see him move his hands around and kind of pushes them off to the side. The fog cloud dissipates, and he is standing there, and he is still glaring at all of you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
God
Wait.
damn it.
Do I know what this critter is, BT Dubs?
If I have any of my abilities left.
The critter that was bitey, or
The four-legged critter.
make a nature check.
can I make a history check? Do I know?
A history check? I didn't say a history check.
No, I'm asking if I could make a check to see if I know too, because I saw him.
Icky, go.
No, he didn't say I
Speak!
could.
One of you speak!
I rolled a 19 plus 3.
A 19 fresh 3. It's hard to pronounce it. Hang on.
Give us a photo.
Supposed to type it out. I can pronounce it.
I'm working on it. I gotta find it again because I apparently didn't save the fucking thing. I wrote down what it looked like, but I don't remember what it was called no more.
Syrupsaurus.
You know what? Just for the sake of not bogging down the stream with me searching for what it was called, you know what it is. I don't remember. Moving on. Big thing with teefies. What?
I want to know.
Do you want me to stop the stream to go through everything?
You can do it at the break.
Yeah, at the
Has
break.
anyone seen the movie 65
No.
with Adam Driver?
No.
No?
No.
Well, what the fucking use are you? Moving on. All right.
Is it an Allosaurus? Is it a
No, it's a-
Schwithiomymus?
Nope.
Is it a Baryonyx?
A Giga.
Is it a Suco?
I promise
Is it
you
a
guys, if you've not seen
Swino?
65 movie, you literally are not going to know what this thing is. Ian and I both had no fucking clue what it is.
I will Google it then. I can
Was
Google
it the raptor frog T-Rex hybrid from Jurassic World?
Indo Rex or whatever.
Yeah.
I cast Shatter on all of us. We all die. Game over.
Roxfall.
I rolled a 9 for initiative.
Good.
I rolled a 19.
15.
Zaan?
There's a dinosaurus.
21.
You're really quiet.
Oh, my mic's right here. 21.
Kasumi, what'd you get?
I got a 9 as well.
Which one of you has a higher,
I have +4.
For Dex,
yeah,
+4.
roll off. Or you guys
Roll
can
off.
decide.
Ladies
I'm
first.
roll-
Okay, fine. Roll off.
You go first because I rolled a 1.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, I think it's decided.
I am ladies.
Okay, 15 brick. We've got, wait, who rolled the 1?
Well, I rolled a 1 on the roll off. So
Yeah. Okay, so Pez.
It's a Tyrankylosaurus.
What'd you call me?
It wasn't the Tyrankylosaurus.
Sure, let's go with that.
Because that's the only.
Look, I don't remember, and I don't feel like looking for it right now, because I fucked
Fine.
up.
Okay.
It's a Parasaurolophus with teeth.
Okay, and I guess I could share what this goober looks like.
Of course you have him, but you don't have the dinosaur.
Oh my god, please. Meteors kill us all now.
Funny you should say that.
Of course.
Pew pew pew.
Oh.
Ooh, hot boy.
Are those fingers? 'Cause something's definitely wrong with those fingers.
No, that's the clasp on his cloak. It's
okay.
It's a really abstract, weird-looking thing. You're not
I thought it was
entirely
throwing
sure
up a
what it
gang
is.
sign or some bullshit.
Don't do that.
You don't know.
Is he for the bloods or the crits?
Okay, so
The Martians.
The Martians.
Oh,
Hoidlings for life, bro.
so
Is his leader named Marvin?
so with that being said,
Sorry.
he is going to.
I guess I'll pull up the combat map.
Oh. Let's say, DM, you might need to put Brick and I outside.
Yeah. Oh damn it! Come on.
Where's this Thacker at?
Wow, it is really lagging on me tonight. I don't know why. There he is.
Oh.
So you all were gathered right there. It's funny you say that. He is calling down meteors. So, considering that you all
Right.
are very, very grouped up, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
if you kill my burger again,
I'm gonna use Indomitable.
12.
Oh, it's so much better.
Need more dice.
No.
$24.
30-20.
18.
So Vanera was 12. Pez, what'd you say?
24.
Okay. Brick?
30-20.
Kasumi?
16.
Zaan?
18, and if it fails, I need to know.
Okay. Vanera and Pez, both of your rolls failed.
How did a 24 fail?
How did a 24 fail?
Oh no, sorry, Kasumi and Vanera. Sorry.
Eventually, he on a
Look at
24 failed. We're actually gonna die.
I mean, this is at least 18th level mage of some sort, probably wizard or sorcerer.
Shut up.
Yeah, we might be in trouble.
He's purple, that's what he is.
So I'm
fearful.
still going to be taking only half damage with my evasion.
You take 34 bludgeoning damage on a
Two.
failure, half of that on a success.
That's 17 bludgeoning,
Yeah.
Is this for both of us, by the way?
which I have
Well,
resistance to. So it's
Okay,
actually
so
8.
Kasumi using evasion is going to take half damage anyway, so Vanera, you take the full damage of 34 bludgeoning.
Yeah, but you're not
and-
done.
Correct. But this roll was much, much lower. Holy fuck. There's the rolls I was expecting. Look at all them 1s and 2s.
Thank God.
Jesus fuck, that is awful.
No, it's good. It's good for us.
No, it's not.
That's
I'm
only...
waiting for the
That's
achievement at this
awful. No, that's 15 points of fire damage.
Damn.
Halved for everyone except for Vanera.
Was that half
What?
the 8 or 7?
I don't have resistance to bludgeoning for a round. Yay.
So what's the total?
Total is going to be 49? 49.
49. So, what's the death rule? Is it if it's doubled your actual health?
Yeah.
Well, it's
has-
double your max. So, like, if you were at 2 and you got brought down, it would still need to completely overpass the max health.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you like have 50 health and you take,
I got it.
but you have, okay.
Yours down.
Same.
Okay, there goes our healer. Wait, did you say you were down too, Zaan?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah. We're
You're
both
dead?
down. We're both down.
Oh,
Well,
was
I,
that
took,
said dead?
I only had
The damage that it did not exceed your total health. So you're
Oh, I didn't know
down.
if
You're
I
not dead.
caused- No, that I get. I wasn't sure if it would cause any automatic failures for taking so much.
No, if they were to attack you again while you're down, that's an automatic crit, and that would be the 2 failed death saves.
Okay.
But now this figure is standing there. It's not smiling. It's not gloating. It's looking at you exactly like in the picture. He's just staring at you as it finishes casting the spell. It is Zaan's turn. Make a death save, please.
10. What's a 10?
10 is a barely passing.
Okay.
Vanera. Death save.
Yeah, I'm getting mad. Hold on.
15.
That's a success. Brick, that brings us to you. Pez, you're on deck.
I have 2 questions. One, what is your rule on potions?
For
what
yourself,
are your
bonus
rules?
action. For someone else, action.
Okay. And the hollow armor, originally we had said it had multiple charges per day, but I think we did only 1 charge per day now, right?
I don't fully remember.
Okay.
I can't, because I know that we were reworking it for future Brick, so I don't remember where we are at the moment.
With the rework, I think it's only once per day. Or once per long rest.
That's where I can't really remember where we're at. Where is that? Was that a spell or was that a feature?
That is in my inventory. We made it an item because that's the only way it would work.
It looks like
But
you have 4 charges.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna run over to Vanera, look at Zaan. Sorry, father. Pop the cork and shove it down her throat.
Favorite.
Okay. What kind of potion was it?
It's just a regular potion of healing.
Okay. Roll the healing.
4 plus 2. is. And then I'm also going to use second wind, the bonus action for myself.
Ooh.
That's fuck it, I'll take it. 8 points of healing
To yourself?
to her.
Oh, got
So
it.
she's
Got
back
it.
up.
Okay.
And then we'll do get out of my face. Second wind, which is 1d10 plus 10 for all my fighter levels.
Wow, it's still not bad.
Yeah, it's nice. Ish. So that's 14 for myself. And then I'm just gonna move my 30 feet by. I can barely see the grid.
Yeah, I would
I
use the
can see
ruler
the
for this
grid.
one because it's
Okay.
it's very faded. I kind of fucked up on that one. Well,
That's
making this
okay.
map.
And then it's shift release. Space. And that's my turn.
Okay. Pez, you're up. Kasumi, you're on deck.
So, forgot to roll a deck save for Hamburger.
Okay.
He did succeed, but he's down again.
Okay.
So just keeping it fair.
Okay, so he did succeed. So that's and that didn't exceed his total, right? He didn't get outright obliterated.
No, he has 40 HP since I'm level 10, right?
Okay,
We're
thank
level
God.
10.
All right. Okay, so Hamburger is down. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was focused on the burger.
Don't totally understand.
I do have some spell slots. Yay. So, Zaan is the only one who's down now, correct?
Correct. Correct. Vanera is currently looking up with the bottle in her face and, guzzling that down.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blam, blam, blam.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level to Zaan.
You will need to get into his space, just as a point of order. I believe Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's inside of me.
I did not mean to mount. 2.
Okay, so
12 points of healing.
So Zaan is back up.
So that was my action. I'm
Pez's new
going
son.
to. Is this a bush?
It's more of a fern. It's very small plant. It's not something to hide behind.
I mean, I was gonna make Hamburger go into there, so he could hopefully hide and survive and live.
Isn't he down?
Oh wait, he's down.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
down.
Bonus actions is aid or like helping hand thing. Is that an action or a bonus action?
That would be an action, but you would need a medical kit.
Ah, heck, don't have that. Okay, so bonus action.
Yeah, you need a medical kit. Or a medicine kit, whatever it's called.
Okay. So all of those spells are done. Where the hell was it? Magical tinkering, infuse item. Fuck. So I already did use my Eldritch Cannon. Which means I can't
you
use
return
that again.
outside and your cannon is not there.
Right, that's right. Okay. So, can't really do much of anything for a bonus action.
Yep.
So, what I'm going to do is... Can I scoop up Hamburger in my arms, or will that count as an action?
I would say since you took the time to move over and cast Cure Wounds, that would be your action, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Then I'm just going to go into guard mode with everyone and have guns ready.
Okay. Kasumi, you're up.
Is there any debris that I could hide behind?
Not really. Most of the damage was towards the rear part of the mansion. There is the doorway behind you that you could go and try to hide around the corner.
If I were to bonus action hide, so is it a double door entrance?
It's like a big hobbit circle door.
If I were to bonus action hide along like the side of the wall inside the entrance and cast, I'm trying to use my magical ambush ability. So if I'm hidden from a creature when I cast a spell, they have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Let me see. So you could certainly try.
Okay.
But in this particular instance, you're not really hidden from him if you go behind the door and go, "Nyeh," because he can see you go there.
Okay.
In theory, yes, you would, but in this particular instance, it's like me going around the corner there and saying, "Ha, you don't know where I went."
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You don't see anything.
She is gonna come over here. And she's gonna try to cast Phantasmal Killer on him.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
He has to roll
Very
wisdom
nice
saving throw. I know.
I don't like that at all. I would like you to
Oh,
stop
never mind.
that.
I like that. And yeah.
That's not great. That is going to be a 11.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah, shocker! Me fail a roll? No.
Downs
So-
3 party members. I failed a roll.
With Phantasmal Killer, I basically tap into his nightmares and create an illusionary manifestation of its deepest fears only visible to him.
Butterflies.
So on a failed save, the target he's now frightened for this duration. And then only at the end of its turn, before the spell ends, it has to roll another wisdom saving throw or take the 40-10 psychic damage. So
Okay. So it takes that
from-
now or on the next
So
fail?
that part I'm a little fuzzy, so I'm gonna let you interpret that. So it says on a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turn before the spell ends,
Okay.
the target must make a succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 40-10 psychic damage.
Okay. I failed to save the target becomes frightened of the duration at the end of each of its turns before the spell ends. Okay, so it failed to save.
Uh-huh.
Which means it is frightened. And at the end of each of its turns. Okay, so he is currently frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of each of his turns, he has to make another saving throw or take the damage.
Okay.
So he doesn't take it now, but later he will.
Later.
Okay.
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 So, cool. Awesome spell. I hate it. Anything else you would like to do?
Have Sword of Truth again.
You're more or less dead. Shut up.
Yeah, with me not having the ability to hide.
Yeah. It's a bit tricksy.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna chill right there. I'm just
Okay.
gonna focus on him, and that's my turn.
Well,
Bunched up.
interesting story. You
He dies.
cast this ability on him, and you see him look off to the side, and where he had a very stoic, very serious expression, there's genuine fear behind those red eyes.
It's
And
butterflies.
sorry?
Said I bet it's butterflies.
You actually hear him saying, "My master, I'm sorry. No. It's okay. Nope." And
You lost my tacos!
I'll just spit all over my screen.
Red, no, blue.
You see him profusely apologizing and begins backing away. And after a moment, you see him glance towards you all, kind of sneers at you, and says, "Zephyrus will remember this." And he waves his hand, and the doorway opens behind him that he steps through.
Can I, like,
Fucking cocktease.
as a reaction, can I just, like, cast middle finger at him?
You cast your most powerful spell, and you do both of them.
I mean, if he's done with his turn, he needs to roll a save. I'm just saying.
You're not incorrect, but he does step through the doorway and vanishes from view. That would be a 20 dirty.
Okay, that's fine. He's a little bitch, but that's fine.
But
Of course.
as he
Had to taunt.
vanishes from view, the large carnivore that was hanging off to the side lumbers up to its feet,
Oh, great.
begins tearing off through the forest.
Oh, thank God.
Vanera,
I just
make a
kind of look back at
perception
Vanera. Was that one of yours?
check. Vanera, make a perception check.
I'm trying. 19.
Oh, sorry, 19. There's a little flower growing at the base of your foot.
What color?
It's a little violet.
I eat it.
So, you hear the thundering footfalls. Footballs? Footfalls. The thundering footballs.
The Thundering football players, all the linebackers are coming towards you.
You hear branches creaking and breaking. You hear the thundering footfalls disappear through the tree line, and that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. Don't go too far. Bathroom break. Get some drinks. We'll return soon.
Hail Stan.
God
Triscuits.
makes Irish wolfhounds?
And
Oh.
we are back. What about Irish wolfhounds?
My YouTube popped up and said God makes Irish wolfhounds. I
mean,
continue.
Oh, is it that black guy that does like the God and his angels discussing when they make animals?
I don't know. I'm not.
he's really
It
funny.
might be. That's funny.
Well, welcome back,
hoodles.
everyone. Moving right along. Last we left off, just a few minutes ago, the party was confronted by a mysterious cloaked figure of purple scaled skin who went on quite the monologue of making sure the Tempests were aware of how feeble and pointless their attempts to thwart their plans might have been, leaving them with nothing but a fearful declaration of a name and the lumbering of a toothed creature supposedly
his
sent.
name?
You heard the name Zephyrus.
This was basically the epitome of like, man, monologue, and it's like, oh, this thing. He's probably not that much of a threat. Meteor storm. Oh fuck!
Yeah, got it.
You guys started talking a lot of shit. Got me mad.
It was on. Don't look at me.
How did I talk shit?
You asked if you were immortal.
I was gonna say, in all fairness, he hasn't said a whole lot.
I
Oh,
mean,
sorry, this way.
I didn't ask if I was immortal. I was asked if I was a mortal.
Anyway,
I'm a moron.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my healing potion.
I'm
Kind of
just.
walk back over.
Oh,
I
I
gave all-
started.
hold on before you take it.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure I gave all mine to Vanera.
The burger is
Hold on
down.
before you use it.
Walk back
where'd
over
it
to the
go?
group. I'm having one of those moments, that weird emotion thing.
Wow. You're having
Everyone
some emotions
takes
right now.
15 points of healing.
Points.
Thank
Use
goodness.
prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing.
Hamburger is back up.
What's that thing where you're having two emotions, but they don't quite seem to go together?
Conflicting?
Yeah, that one.
Emotional crisis.
Emotional
I'm
damage.
both very sad that I don't get to bash his face in, but also very happy that we didn't see what else he could do.
Quick point of order. Was anyone doing something to stabilize Hamburger, since Prayer of Healing takes 10 minutes to cast? Because if not,
I
then
was.
were you casting a spell to heal him or do anything? Because otherwise you'll need to make 3 death saving throws for Hamburger.
No, I was casting, shoving a fucking bottle down his throat.
Okay. Got it. Just checking. Okay. So, Hamburger is stabilized. Vanera takes a moment to pray for everyone's well-being, thanking Nefeli for supposedly sending a toothy beastie to help out. What are you all doing?
Can we get the hell out of here?
Probably. I look
where's-
over it. Are the Dragonborn still watching like all of that going on?
Yeah, where's the family?
As you all begin to
It
converse
forgot.
about this, no, I've remembered, because you guys fucking didn't. They're cautiously looking back from inside the mansion.
Sorry about that.
I'm not.
Really don't know if I should be staying with you all or not.
Well, you don't really have a choice. We're off to see the king.
Oh, good. So, you all begin to head off back towards the kingdom?
Can
On
we look
foot.
around and see if there's anything that can... Oh, sorry. Why am I speaking in accent? Can we look around and see if there's anything that can actually pull that emerald carriage thing?
If you were able to find
That.
your Gallimimuses, they might be able to.
I'll summon Mortar and have him do recon.
We'll say for the sake of expediency that you are able to find your mounts, and between the help of the villagers, you are able to hitch up the emerald carriage. You all have gotten quite used to your wagon home that is much bigger on the inside than it is outside. So when you step inside, it fills up very quickly with bodies.
Where's the rest of it?
This is the rest of it.
It's not magic.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Can we make sure that we let them know that the dude's dead so that they can not fear for their safety?
Oh, yes.
Sure. I'll say that you let the villagers know what happened, that you're taking the wagon, you get some help, and between the driver's seat, the interior, and Brick maybe having to sit on the roof, you are all able to travel with the carriage.
I am luggage.
Strap them down! You are able to make your way back through the kingdom of Harpermere. Is there anything you all would like to do? Would you want to stop at Maelglen, or are you going straight back to the kingdom?
Kasumi is going to travel in fox form and entertain the children.
Well, it's just the one child.
Child.
Oh, child. The child.
I mean, unless you're referring to Pez as a children as well, in which case I'm sure you can come up with...
Probably.
At some point after,
Go ahead.
at some point after we get underway, Brick's gonna like lean down over the side and like stick his head to the window. Vanera, can you read the leather journal out loud, please?
So I
Story
was gonna
time.
do anyway, but now I'm not gonna.
Please.
Takes her hand.
So who is actually inside? So are all of us, other than whoever's driving and Brick, on the...
I'm driving.
So
Well, there's enough
everybody
for
other
2, maybe 3 to sit in the driver's seat. There's, it's a bit cramped, but 4 people can sit within the carriage.
I'll move up
If we stop and take a small break to let the Gallimimuses sit for a second, I'll move up to sit next to Pez.
Howdy.
Okay. And you are able to swap them out as you go along, because you did have the 4 of them. Or 5 of them? You had 5 of them. Because you all had an individual.
Had one.
We just hook them up like Santa's reindeer.
Well, the carriage isn't built to have more than 2 at a time, but you are able to swap them out and keep going for a bit longer with that sort of rotation. So heading back along the road, it will take you about 8 days, so the better part of a week.
On the road again.
So plenty of time to do things along the way. It'll take you 3 to 4 days to get to Maelglen, and another 3 to 4 to get back to the Kingdom of Harpermere itself. Yes, Pez, you in the back.
In these 8 days, or however long, can we take a long rest?
No. You're awake for
Okay.
8 days straight. You're dead by the time you get back.
During the trip, obviously not in fox form, Kasumi is going to talk to Vanera. Do we have a way that we can notify the king that we have the chef's family? And perhaps have them notify the chef so he stops trying to murder himself?
Did you ask me if I had a way to send a message?
Yes.
Sumi, did you ask me if I had a way to send a message?
Yes.
Being the thing that we've been abusing this whole time.
Well, that's why I'm asking. I don't know if we can still do it.
Why wouldn't we be able to do it?
You only have so many pages in your book.
We've used like 9 of them.
Okay, well, I've never sat down and counted them.
Also, while I'm sticking my head in the window, if anyone has anything else they need me to identify, now is the time. As I sit back down with, I think the ring is what I didn't get to, and start casting identify.
Damn, I'd like to send a message. Book of sending.
Ooh, that's the wrong.
Dear King, we are live. Much to your pleasure.
Chagrin.
I don't. Much to your. I don't know. You gave me a look, and now I'm confused. We bear news that. Whoa.
What was the guy's name?
The Baroness?
No, the Dragonborn.
Daigle.
Eagle. Eagle's family is alive. So yeah, could you tell him so that he stops trying to poison the princess? That'd be great.
Just gonna
We're
leave out the
taking
part that
care-
the Baroness is dead.
The Baroness is dead. Her right hand is dead. We got sent into an astral plane. We're traveling back. It's going
like
really
that.
slow.
Just like the idea of the being written down.
Can I just peek over at the writing and say, don't forget to mention the purple fuck.
Oh yeah, there was a purple fuck. We almost died twice. We're on our way back. Please have food ready.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Please have food. Kissy face, kissy face.
Kissy face. Okay, love you, bye.
Okay.
Hallelujah episode, Kissy Face.
I'm going to go ahead and read you the basic synopsis of what you read through the journal. It is a journal of hers. The hand is very pretty, very neat. And kind of piecing together what you talked with the villagers is the widow Baroness, Lorella Quint, had become very cold and cruel with the passing of her husband, supposedly a half-orc named Cassian Quint. There were very few survivors of the doomed voyage that was attacked by people from Rokasing. Those who did survive were scooped off the driftwood and that remained after being found.
Not my fault.
She goes on to say that she had been very suddenly thrust into taking over the family business at Emeraldpointe, and vaguely mentions that she stopped really caring, secluded herself, just drank and drank and drank, and just it's a bunch of writings about how little she cared. Left most of the business dealings with her husband's trusted overseer, a man called Kenrick Lancaster, not one that you met. And then there's a very sudden shift in tone within the journal. Basically, the first light of hope from this dark, depressing pit of despair was when she went to the capital for a routine visit as a baroness, and she saw him. A gentleman called Admiral Grant Greyeye. Various notes of feeling like a little girl and being smitten, flustered, and was just far too shy to even introduce herself. She really hadn't taken much care of her physical appearance since her husband's passing, and she basically hid herself, didn't want to be seen by the Admiral. It was during the next council dinner that she went all out. Dressed up, you see her talking or writing about getting fancy makeups, very expensive jewelry, dresses. When she found him in the crowd, however, there was someone else on his arm, the Princess Ena Harpermere. The journal very quickly proceeds into less elegant script, very sharp, jagged, hastily written entries. None of them very nice. And the journal entries very quickly became plans, notes, people to potentially hire or even blackmail into doing these deeds for her to take out the competition. She went to the castle on various other diplomatic sessions and did her best to strike up conversation with the Admiral, but apart from formal greetings and idle chatter, she couldn't seem to grab his attention, and the entries seem more and more desperate and angry, and you see little doodles of a little human girl with knives in the side of the head, and just very kind of childish doodles of anger. And then the final entry says, everything is in place, everything is in motion. Now all that's left is to sit back and see her plans unfold.
No mention of the astral plane or any other weirdos?
That was the last entry. And it seemed to have been less than a week before you all arrived and had the dinner. You what?
I called that shit. Scorned lover.
Seems like she was being
More
used.
More unreciprocated lover, but
But still, we called that shit at the dinner where she was just wanting the cake, and she wasn't just wanting the cake. We knew.
A jealous
Oh no,
beast.
she wanted the cake, just not
The
that.
badonka.
She wants that cake. Oh yeah.
So how does the other plane of existence and the hungry thing and the purple guy all tie in?
That's a
Zaan
great
is not
question.
going to answer any of this. He's going to ignore you for most.
You're not
of this.
You're not. Anyway.
That's a great question. She could have just gotten desperate because she wasn't being seen.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Were they using her for some reason? Did she just happen to hire one of them and so on and so forth. Like,
She could
obviously
have,
they gave her some sort of artifact.
yeah. She could have tried to hire a hitman, and that hitman was doing some really shady things.
Also, he said we had gotten in his way before. Was he connected to the smoke guys?
Oh, the purple guy?
Probably.
Possibly.
Well, either way, whether they are connected or not, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would prefer, them to be connected or them not to be connected. Because either way, we either have one really big problem or two really big problems.
Have we taken a long rest, by the way?
I mean, with the almost a week's worth of travel, you'll have plenty of long rests.
I just wanted to reset it, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
We're essentially going to fast forward back to the Kingdom of Harpermere.
Okay.
This is sort of just kind of chatting as the days go on, and Brick or whoever, you guys can divvy up what you
I
found.
was about to tell everybody how much to put in their money-wise thing.
Well, that is the full list of everything, including Brick identifying items.
Very nice.
For those listening, there's a Prayer of Healing spell scroll, a Forbidden spell scroll, Potion of Invisibility, Hat of Disguise, Cloak of Invisibility, Ring of Truth-Telling, Wand of Web, Disintegrate spell scroll, and all the money from before.
So she might have done the disintegration herself if she had another spell scroll. Purple guy may not have even been involved other than just as a overseer.
As a supplier.
Yeah.
I wonder if she got any of this from town. From our favorite person in the world.
Oh,
You guys can go track down that lead if you think so, if you think it's worth it. I'm not going anywhere near that shop ever again.
I mean, he likes me, so.
Fucking good for you.
Language work.
Jealous.
It's crazy to see such a not so nice person write almost like an adolescent in her journal about the Admiral, almost obsessive.
You think the thing got to her a long time ago?
Or Psyche.
It could have. Or she just might have not been okay ever since she was alone.
So how much do we get per person?
It is 248 platinum. And... $1,312 gold. And I was going to hand the spell scrolls off to whoever wanted them. And
I mean, I think technically rules of spell scrolls, it has to be a school it has to be on your type of spell list. So I, like, for instance, you guys use a cleric spell list, I use a wizard spell list. So I think some of these only I would be able to cast.
Brick would not be
But I would
able
have
to
to
use Prayer of Healing as an example.
Right.
I'm handing.
But I would have to roll really fucking high to actually use these.
You just put them in the bag of holding for now.
Can I have the turquoise animal figures?
I was gonna next say I was gonna give Pez the animal figures because I know he likes animals.
Thank you.
What? No.
I
Pez
would
likes
appreci-
animals?
Wait.
I'd appreciate taking one of the potions of healing. Are they just regular healing?
Is there a unicorn?
Is there a unicorn?
There is not a unicorn.
Is there
Wait.
a griffin?
Is there a griffin?
That's cocked. Oh, there's a griffin.
Yeah, the griffin.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So that's taken care of. That's taken care of.
Is there a hammerhead shark?
What is a forbidden?
Would there be a hammer?
Is it forbidden or four? Yeah, forbiddens.
DM, I do have a question when you're done.
Uh-huh.
What does Cloak of Invisibility do?
Essentially, when you pull the hood over your head, you do have to attune to it, but it does make you invisible. I think it has a 2-hour total time limit to it. So however long you are using it, you subtract that. And I forget specifically the wording for how it recharges, but it's like, hold on, let me pull it up real
It's
quick.
like the Harry Potter cloak.
I was about to say, I'll hand it over to Kasumi.
Oh. I don't know if I can use it right now.
Requires attunement. When you pull the hood over yourself as an action, you become invisible. Everything you are wearing is invisible with you. Deduct the time you are invisible in increments of 1 minute from the cloak's maximum duration of 2 hours. After 2 hours of use, the cloak ceases to function. For every uninterrupted period of 12 hours the cloak goes unused, it regains 1 hour of duration. So it's an invisibility cloak with a battery life.
Okay.
So whoever wants the hat,
Hamburger.
Yeah, the hat, the ring of truth. I think somebody already got the ring of. Somebody has the ring of truth. The wand of web.
I put those in the bag.
Okay.
How big
The ring
is
of
that
truth
hat?
telling gets hot whenever someone tells a lie, right, or something.
That's a little bowler hat. No, the ring of truth telling, I believe, gives you advantage on the wisdom checks to see if someone's lying to you.
So just so I can.
These are all items in D&D Beyond. You should be able to.
Yeah, I was
access.
just about to say, what am I putting in the bag of holding so that I can just add it right now?
I'll hold on to the spell scrolls if you don't mind.
Okay, so you're getting the spell scrolls.
I think I'm the only one who can use them.
The scrolls will need to be written in. Normally, I don't believe that there's an item for that specifically.
That's okay.
Alright.
I'm not holding them anyway, so that's.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, actually, the Forbiddance is a cleric spell, so this one would go to one of you.
Ring of Truth telling, add. Want.
So the
holding on
only
to
one
cloak.
I would keep is the spell scroll of disintegrate. So the other two would be up to you guys because I think
Wand
they're
of
both
web.
cleric.
What did you say, Kasumi?
I'm just holding
onto
onto the cloak. I'm not gonna attune to it, but I'm just gonna keep it in my,
Because it's
my
got
bag.
the bowler hat and the
Can-
figures.
So, like, real quick question: can I strap the bowler hat on the hamburger's back so he looks like a turtle?
Yes, but he would not be able to use it.
You can't
Oh, no
attune to
extra
it.
armor?
Nope.
Mhm.
It's not
How
that shit
heavy
works.
are those turquoise animals?
I mean, they're,
Your
yay big.
figurines are.
Little figurines.
Little figurines.
It's like this.
Pez carry said figurines, or do you need to put them in the bag?
I'm still
I mean,
unencumbered, and this
it's-
coin weight is a thing.
It's a little wooden box.
Just making sure.
Ian, I do have a question for how you want to do a ruling. If you have a spell scroll, but the spell usually has material components of a price, would you need them? Okay.
Nope. That's what the scroll's for.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
How many animals are in there?
5 or 6.
Okay,
You know what? 6.
6. Well, 5 now.
5 now.
'cause The
5.
Thingy costs 250 gold. So your little griffin figure.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do along the road?
Throw the
We-
open chest out.
Oh,
We told the king that
Right.
we're coming.
speaking of, Vanera, you do get a response back to that.
Okay.
Essentially boils down to he's thankful that you are all still alive, that the problem has been handled. He thanks you for the information about the cook's family. He sounds concerned about some of the other things you put in there. And he assures you
As he
that there will
should
be
be.
food.
Foot.
Would
I heard should as I was saying food, and it came out as food.
Foot.
So,
Before, hold on one moment. What's the dude's name that was selling us the thingies?
Oscar?
Oscar. Can you stop by Oscar's real quick? Like, on the way in? Just, you guys don't have to go. I want to ask him something real quick at the door.
Sure. So you eventually make it back to Harpermere. It is now it's Kali the 19th. You're reaching the end of the week, but your carriage shows up. It's been a long journey. Vanera, you hop off. Are you just saying like, hang tight, I'll be right back, or are you letting them?
You guys can go without me. You don't need to wait. I know you don't like dealing with Oscar.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, if you want company,
I should be okay.
okay.
It shouldn't take me long. I want to ask him about the items that we found and see if he had any connection. So it shouldn't take me any time.
Okay. So Vanera hops off. The rest of you head on up towards the castle. Vanera, you make it to Oscar's place. You rap on the door. You wait a moment. The slide slams open.
Yes?
Hello,
Ooh, hello. Where are you from?
Harpermere.
Oh, okay.
Opens up to the dark interior. You get back inside, and with a slam, it shuts behind him. He goes,
Yeah, where? Okay, come on.
and he goes to the next door, opens that one.
It's good to see you. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
Is this the door that I've been in?
You see him open the door, and it looks very familiar to you.
Okay. Wada wada wada.
Okay, so, hi, how you doing?
I'm
What can I
good.
help you with? What are you looking for?
Not looking for anything in particular. Answers. Just potentially answers.
I don't know if I have those.
That's okay. She's gonna pull out the ring and the wand.
Ooh, those are shiny.
Do you recognize these?
Yeah, that's a ring, and that looks like a wand.
I love Oscar. I hate you, but I love Oscar.
I hate them both.
Sorry, just hear Brooklyn.
Oh, that's funny.
The Baroness had these
Bear who?
trunk. Baroness.
Bear. Who?
What was her name?
I don't know, taker of notes. What was her
No,
name?
no, it was just I've written in pencil, so it's kind of hard to go back and find everything because I haven't.
Oh, it's just called the Baroness.
I know.
Make an intelligence check. To see if you can tell Oscar what her name is. Or keep checking your notes.
I am keep checking my notes. Hold on.
Oscar is looking at the stick.
Oh, I know.
Does not let him touch it. Like a small child. No touching. God, I wrote it in.
I have it here if you need it.
You are not there to help.
I do not have it. I am not here to help.
Do not have it. I do not know what you. Lorella? Was it Lorella?
It was Lorella.
Lorella Quint. It's very, very.
He looks at you
faded
for a
from
second.
pencil.
And one of his eyes starts to go a little bit lazy off to the side as he seems to be thinking. And then eventually snaps back and goes,
I've never heard of her.
It's not a platinum piece.
Ooh, well, thank you.
Just give it to him.
Wait,
Still don't remember her? She's just holding it up. She's like, still don't remember her?
No.
You
I don't
don't
even remember
recognize
your
these?
name.
I mean, true. That's fine. I was just hoping if there was a way to maybe see where these came from.
They came from that neat little bag you got.
Yeah, I know. Does he have anything new? Which room am I in? Am I in the weapons room or the potions room?
You mean the fake room or the real room?
The fake room or the cool room?
This appears to be the room that has all the alchemical supplies and stuff. Hang on, let me.
The real one.
Yeah,
The real one.
You're in the real one. You did not make him mad.
A movable rod.
Yes, there seem to be quite a few potions on the shelves, different scrolls up in the corner.
That's right.
You do see a little leather bag sitting on the counter all by itself.
Are you gonna give me that and I can give you something for it? Or you just gonna...
How much is the little leather bag?
Oh, that?
Is it? What is it? What's it called?
That will be a bag of dust of disappearance.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Has 300
right.
gold pieces. Very hard to come by. Yes.
No, I don't think we need that right now. But she gives him the platinum anyway.
Ooh.
You see him try to bite it, and there's like one tooth.
Just
Oh.
kidding. Damn it, Dev.
I appreciate your time.
Oh, of course.
So thank you. I just needed to ask a few questions. So I didn't want you to feel
Oh.
gypped for me taking your time.
No, you wait. He kind of shovels on over to the corner. He starts rifling through some things and comes back. Yeah, you made the trip. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's a he hands you a vial. It's filled with a bluish purple liquid.
That's water breathing.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm pretty sure that's water breathing.
He kind of like takes it back and looks at it. It's like,
Oh, there's no label. It's water breathing.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, goodbye.
he's like
Thank you.
starting to like shuffle. You're like, shit, I fucked up. Come on.
The refunds.
Emperor's New Groove moment. The llama
Turns you
potion.
into a llama. Okay.
Llama, he's supposed to be dead.
He's
Yeah.
supposed to breathe
Weird.
underwater.
And now he's dead.
So he shuffles you on out. The door very unceremoniously slams back behind you. Locks up. The rest of you make it on back up to towards the castle. You were all greeted by quite a few guards who, as you had paused at the entrance to the city as Vanera jumped off, word had been spread up through towards the castle, and they were prepared for your arrival. The mother and the daughter were quickly escorted, not violently. They seemed to just be in a hurry to get them into the castle and handle whatever business may be done there. After a little bit of time, you do see... that's not the one I'm looking for. You do see the captain of the guard come down, the big, tattooed Goliath, and he looks towards you all and he nods. I've heard you done good with the Baroness.
Done. Well, you could technically define it that way. We took care of her.
Done good.
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And he begins to kind of awkwardly turn and head back.
Which one was this again?
This is the captain of the guard, Gerald Brock. He takes a few steps, stops, looks back, and will let the king know you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
He kind of takes a moment, and you see him go, and then continues to walk by.
Yeah. What was the rapier and the bracers called?
Oh, it's a +3 rapier, and it was
Bracers of dagger throwing, I think you said.
Give me a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
bracer of flying daggers. That one may not be in D&D Beyond. I may have to explain that one and make an item card
Of
for
flying
it's in
daggers. Add it.
it. I'm gonna shut my dirty whore mouth.
Do it.
+3. I don't think that shows up as a +3.
So he heads on back up to the castle. The rest of the guards head off with him. Is there anything you all would like to do?
Follow them.
I'm just hesitant on giving the guards all the information.
I'm not there yet.
Zaan's
Correct.
not really sure
Correct.
what information he should give because I'm
You're
pretty sure
on
if he
foot.
says
They were in a wagon. Sorry, continue.
that's like he's not really sure what to say because he's pretty sure he now has his actual parents' name. On top of that, he's not sure if he should tell the king he's from the realm of doom. Also related to the ruler of the realm of doom.
Yeah. So Zaan, are you with the group?
Yeah, but definitely didn't go with Vanera. Fuck that guy.
Okay. Kasumi is gonna give Zaan a look like, and don't think that we're not gonna talk about what was said back there. I just didn't want to have the conversation around the chef's family.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you again?
You can play dumb all you want, okay? It'll only pass for a little bit, okay?
Briggs, there's another person from our group who was not here before. Who is she?
I Kasumi.
Just
Fuck.
big huff and arms crossed.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to kill my mother.
I have a great memory.
I kind of look at Zaan. Do you think Grandma even knew?
First off, you've never met her. Second off, I'm gonna be very mad if she didn't.
If she did or didn't?
Didn't.
Would you be mad if she did and didn't tell you?
I'd probably be more mad.
So, the better outcome is she didn't know.
Probably.
This is very complicated.
Oh yeah, it's complicated for you. Glad it's complicated for you.
Thank you?
This will be conversation to be had over sushi and beer.
And bacon.
And cream puffs.
And bugs.
When did you get here?
Fuck! What did you get here?
You're talking about food, you just hear Vanera.
So, let's not tell the king about any of this stuff.
Can we tell him about it and not tell him about your part of it?
Should we tell him about what we think she was doing?
Sure.
Do we even know what she was doing?
No.
That's 9.
Where, are we waiting in front of the guards? Does someone say, "Hey, what happened?" or what is happening right now?
Wait, they don't hear us say any of this, right? Because I'm going to kill somebody if they do.
The guards left with the captain as you all kind of like stared awkwardly at each other and didn't give any more information. He said, "I'll let the king know," because okay.
Express an ideas with the king.
It would be about 20 to 30 minutes before Vanera showed up because she is hoofing it, unless she wants to run.
Yeah, Huffin.
Huffin.
Thank you. Glad you guys caught that.
Zaan,
Next to us.
Wish to run.
Yes, I heard my name.
since you seem to be the expert on something that you're not willing to talk about right now, but we have to talk about some of it, I think you should be the one to discuss and tell what you think should be allowed to be said to the king.
Oh god, I hate everything that just happened right now, and I don't actually even understand everything that just happened right now.
You are going to be the one to give the king the information that you think should be acceptable to be released. Because we don't know what happened.
How can I go wrong in any way, shape, or form? Got it.
I mean, it's his secrets. We don't even know what his secrets are, but he knows more about the
You
situation
know what his
than we
secrets
do.
are?
I know things. I don't want to know things.
Well, that's great, but I don't want us to start talking and accidentally say something that you don't want us to say to the king about what happened, because it very strongly involved you for some reason. Which is why I think you should talk.
Fine. We'll talk. But I won't be happy about it.
Glad we have that settled.
Good
Where's
luck,
Vanera?
don't die.
I'd be lucky if they don't lock me up.
That actually brings up a good question, because as far as I'm aware, according to any arcane or religious studies, if you are devoted or have a connection to a powerful being from one of the other realms, you die and your soul goes to them. So if you die, would you just go back home?
You said that if you die, their soul goes back to him, and Zaan is looking at you with furious intensity. Zaan is like, you fucking shut the fuck up, or I will end you here, and we'll figure out where your fucking soul goes.
Probably Mechanicus.
I'd
Or
rather
wherever the
us
dwarves
not.
end up.
Rather us not test those theories.
I agree with Kazumi.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not Mechanicus. Be fun to visit, not fun to stay.
Where's Vanera?
I thought she was already here.
Another 15-ish minutes go by. You're waiting outside the wagon. Vanera eventually does show up and joins the group. What's the
Onward.
plan? What are you guys doing?
To the king.
Yes, let us go to that. This is the king person.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna start walking that way. Awkwardly.
You somehow got quieter again. Let me turn you back.
How?
I don't know. Okay, that's not necessary.
All right.
So you all collect Vanera, head on up into the castle.
Dumb.
Huh?
Nothing.
Don't trust you. You all head up into the castle. The king is sitting on his throne. The wife and the daughter are nowhere to be seen. It seems to be the king, his wife, Admiral, Princess Ena. They're all gathered around talking. He's not sitting in his throne. They're kind of sitting at the base of the dais in just a loose circle, having a very informal meeting. And as the hamburgers there. As the six of you show up and walk on up, the king notices you, stops, turns, and looks, and the rest of them sort of spread the circle wider to kind of welcome you all to join them. And he smiles at you and says, "I've heard good things. Geralt said you've done well."
Yeah, she's dead.
That is good to hear. Might I have more details?
What?
Everyone looks at Zaan.
What details would you like? I mean, she died.
I would like to know what has happened within my kingdom. Leave nothing out.
Zaan just sits there for a second. So we got to the, one second. So we got to Havana, her cronies came out and apparently some right-hand man or something like that, whatever. They attacked us, they all died other than him. We followed him into the building only to find the Baroness. Well, they found the Baroness, I went in the room later. And, she proceeded to try to kill us, obviously. And then we kind of went to another dimension.
She was losing very badly and smashed some sort of magic orb that teleported the entire mansion into a void. Sorry, continue. I just want to clear that part up.
I'm not sure if I was in the room for that part. But yeah, we went to another dimension and said some things, and then we ended up killing her. And
I was aware she was an accomplished magician. I did not know she had extraplanar travel in her repertoire. It's concerning.
She kind of brought the whole house with her.
We think there might have been other entities involved with her.
Yes. Other entities, no relation, just existing kind of thing.
Make a deception check.
Fuck!
With advantage because I helped?
You're not very helpful.
Wow.
What'd you roll?
Fuck you two.
I told Zaan he has to talk. He's the one talking.
I'm just filling in gaps where he wasn't present for.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
A 7?
One time you roll low.
You want the rabbit foot?
As you are rambling about this, the king furrows his brow and squints at you. He does not believe you. But he doesn't press the subject at the moment. He is just looking at you with that gaze of a father that's looking at a kid that is just lying through their teeth. You are holding the broken vase and saying you didn't do it.
So yeah, we killed her. We were ripped back into this plane, and turns out her right-hand man was kind of killed in the house collapse that happened when we came back. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, is that the right, guys? That was about it.
Found the kids. Talked to the townspeople, let them know what was going on, and there was one other thing. Oh yeah, some sort of accomplice that she was working with showed up and tried to kill us. Oh, God. You know, not gonna lie, that sucked. Because we were already tired, and he got very close. But then we were able to make him flee.
And
Don't
he mentioned something called Zephyrus.
That was his
Or
name.
a person named Zephyrus.
That was his name.
Oh, whose name?
The purple
The
guy.
Purple
Purple
dude's
guy.
name.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's not gonna lie like this. Obviously.
The king had been...
Vanera take over.
He was watching you as you explained this, and you can see that he doesn't believe everything, and he begins to look to the rest of you very expectantly. So,
It's
did we
as
find why she was trying to murder me daughter?
yes. He's gonna hold up the journal. He's gonna pull it out of the.
Grant is the one who reaches out to take the journal.
He or she might have had a
Ah!
mental break of some sort. Okay.
He's gonna hold out the journal. The Admiral. Read this at your own discretion. Because it's bad.
He gives you a funny look, and he takes it a little bit more cautiously now. And
there's nothing on it. It will not hurt you.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. This book will explode after you read it. Be quick.
As he
what
begins,
you're looking for is towards the back.
He kind of flips a few pages and just begins skimming through it. The king is still kind of looking at you, and the queen standing beside him speaks up. You seem to dodge the question of them saying something to you, says Zaan.
She was very high and mighty of herself and felt the need to put everyone in their place that she thought that they belonged in. So she was not very nice in her words of trying to tear the party down.
Make a deception check.
Maybe a persuasion check.
No. Because you are lying.
No.
No, I'm not.
Can I give advantage?
She was.
You haven't said anything. No.
I'm distracting with my frills.
What'd you do?
21.
My frills are very distracting.
Where is Queen Sonia's stats?
Please roll low. Please roll low.
Please roll high. Please roll high.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Everyone
a
loves a
6.
unicorn.
She kind of looks at you and kind of makes a... That does track with her character, dear. And even the king kind of... He still doesn't look like he believes you, but glancing at his wife, he kind of relents and gives a very stiff kind of nod. But he has a look like he's not about to drop this.
Kasumi's gonna pipe in for a second. It speaks a lot about someone when their entire village doesn't shed a tear for the news that she and everyone in there is dead.
Mhm.
Some of them might have even been rejoicing.
Oh, yes, they seem very, very happy. Very happy she was gone.
She was also holding members of their own village captive here in just a blackmail to try to kill the princess. She was not all right in the head.
Yeah.
Definitely can see that from the journal.
Brick, as you say that, you hear the Admiral go, uh-huh. And even now, the Princess Ena is kind of like tiptoeing up to read over it, and you even see her go, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Seems after the Lord's death, a couple of screws got knocked loose.
Yeah.
The king speaks up next and says, I had heard rumors. I had hoped them to be false. And he kind of looks over at the Admiral. He looks up from the throne and goes, no, my lord, they are very true. And he looks to, you see as he's flipping that there's the doodles that are not nice doodles, and he kind of closes it, and he kind of looks at his fiance and is like, sorry. She doesn't seem like she's blaming him at all, but it's the kind of that like, oh, this like psycho hose beast, what the hell kind of, yeah, it's not great. And king kind of scratches his head and says, well, she has been dealt with, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see Otis in the room?
No.
My
It's the
boyfriend.
5 of you and the 4 of them.
Okay. I will say, I would not be surprised if her condition was egged on by whatever entity she decided to cohort with.
Yes,
So I would.
This entity, you said it had a name.
It had a servant that I think said his name. What was it?
The one
Zephyr?
that nearly killed you, the one you spoke of.
Yes,
Zephyrus.
the purple man, Zephyrus. Would not be
Zephyrus,
surprised if he egged on her condition, made it worse. So I would just maybe have Otis and any other mage under your purview keep an eye out.
I will make a note of this.
In hindsight, he might have been the one to make the Zafaza explode.
She could have as well.
The father.
The
Right.
second
right.
assassin.
Mhm.
Thankfully, his daughter was still alive and is now residing with her grandfather.
In Emeraldpointe, yes?
Yes.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, no one in that town supported the decisions that she was making. This was merely a personal attack that she had on the princess, and it was not against the kingdom. So just know that the people in that village had nothing to do with it.
Be that as it may, I will still send a delegation to investigate. Peacefully. As he's kind of looking at Vanera and Kasumi, just like, But we must get to the bottom of as much as we can.
Fish.
What? Oh, the fish fell off your griffin? Well, on
Wish you best
happier,
luck with. Sorry.
on happier notes, with the problem being dealt with, he looks towards the admiral and his daughter. We shall still have a wedding. Yes. Good. Doesn't even seem to wait for an answer. What, Brick?
What day is it now?
It is the 19th.
Keep going. Sorry, just looking through notes.
We will give a few days time for you to relax, recuperate. We have plans to put in motion again. But we shall speak again soon. And he looks at all of you pointedly, especially you, Zaan.
Zaan looks taken aback. Me? No. What?
What?
It was
Sorry,
me.
you said it was the 18th?
19th.
19th. I look at the rest of the group. Just as an aside, tomorrow is Quip's day. FYI.
But would I know what that is?
He contacted us a while back and said he had something for us to come visit him.
Oh, I know who we're talking about now. Scared me for a second.
Just
We
thought
might
I'd make
have
a
to
note.
discuss that.
Yeah, he might have to forgive us.
When is the
um,
wedding being rescheduled?
Yes, when is the wedding?
Well, we no longer have to wait for the Baroness to show up. I believe the Milglins could be here within 2 to 3 days. The 20th.
No foreign dignitaries either.
They have not left.
Oh.
The
that's
Emperor
great.
is still here. He is quite enjoying our little coastal kingdom.
Have any others arrived?
I have heard rumors that he was actually disappointed that he did not go with you. He was itching for a bit of a fight.
Oh, we could have used them so bad.
I wish we had known, yes.
I am not
I mean,
so
we were
sure
totally
that
capable
his-
of handling this.
I am not sure that his legatus would have allowed it, but
They could have come too. The more the merrier.
Is Otis around?
Not this. I have not seen him this day. But if you wish to speak with him, I can send word.
Do you mind if I go?
But of course. I have many messages to send, many writs to be written. I have not forgotten our deal. I am working on it. I promise to be in touch with you about it again soon.
I look at Zaan. What deal did we make?
I can see that look on many of your faces.
I think we're talking about the boat. And the food.
Right, the boat.
Oh yeah, the boat.
Oh, yeah,
So much against the boat.
Oh,
yes,
the boat.
The boat.
The boat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the boat.
I pitter patter, let's go.
A little bit of powder, got a boat.
Well, Your Majesty, I hope that you have a wonderful evening.
Stop talking and just leave.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bye.
You were still staying outside of Ferns, yes?
Yes.
Then I know where to find you.
Oh, God.
So, you all leave the throne room?
Yes.
What's the plan?
I wish to go find Otis.
Otis. Okay.
I just look at Zaan.
No.
You know he's coming back for the whole story, right?
9.
Well, we were planning on discussing it anyways, weren't we?
9.
Fish and
9.
beer
9.
and cream puffs.
9.
And what did Pez say?
Uggs.
Oh,
Say bacon.
bugs. Oh, bacon.
9.
It's quite an interesting
A
meal.
veritable
Sounds good.
smorgasbord.
I just want to chew on it.
So I was gonna start walking much faster towards the fucking cart than everyone else.
Kasumi's gonna shapeshift in her fox form and just trot alongside you.
Feed Apollo, please.
Oh yeah, isn't Apollo still with Fern?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Oh, God, Apollo's still with Fern.
All the table
After
legs.
10 days at least.
More than that. So,
Yeah.
4 of you head towards the wagon home in Ferns. Vanera makes a little pit stop towards Otis's tower.
Stop.
Stop.
Pit stop. You knock on the door. Wait a little bit. Knock on the door again. Doesn't seem to be an answer.
Is it locked?
Try the handle. It opens. Do you dare enter the wizard's tower?
Yep.
Okay. You step inside the familiar tower with the circular staircase and the floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. What are you doing?
I just look around for a blank piece of paper and something to write with.
Okay. It's fairly easy to find your piece of parchment. It is a wizard's home. You have your own writing implements, and there's others gathered around. You writing him a little note?
I am.
What are you writing?
Was it Lunawin or Drybell that Quip was at?
Drybell.
It was Drybell. Sorry to barge in while you're not here. We have returned from our quest with the Baroness.
Do you, by chance, have a portal to Drybell? We're still at Fern's. Please send for me. There's other questions. I promise I didn't touch anything.
Goes to leave.
Vanera.
You just,
I
I didn't touch it. It's
Lick all the doorknobs.
She wants to leave it, like, somewhere, like, in the open, but not, like, deep in. She doesn't want to.
It's kind of an obvious out of place there.
Yes.
Okay. So you write the note, let yourself out.
I make sure it's closed.
Okay, shut the door again. The rest of you make it back to the wagon, unload your gear, unload your booty. You go to Fern's. There doesn't seem to be any lights on. You knock on the door. There's a little bit of a pause, and eventually Fern does come up to the door. He seems to have a robe on and seems to be ready, like winding down for sleep as it is getting later on in the day. And out from behind his feet, the little griffin comes bounding out and runs past all of you, goes into the yard, finds a little bush, squats down for a second. He's... Oh, yeah, you're all back. And where's Vanera?
She's off doing her own thing again.
Dead.
So all in one piece then?
Mostly.
Jane, stop it.
Well, that's good to hear.
Where's Magnus?
Oh, Magnus,
Dead.
kind of looks around and goes, hang on, he's got a few hiding spots he really likes. Well, I say hiding spots. He tends to wander around and get stuck in things. He kind of disappears for a second and he comes back and he's got a big vase and he goes, he's in here. Yep, and he kind of comes out and he just looks derpy as all and he's just kind of
I'm happy to see you, Magnus. I'm gonna pet his tiny head.
well, Nightcap, share your stories, or are you utterly knackered and just want to wait until the morning?
9! And so I'm just gonna turn and walk away.
Apologies about him. Probably the most traumatized he's ever been.
I would love to hear the tale, and if I can help, I'd certainly enjoy being an ear for you.
I'll give him the edited version we gave the king, leaving out any trace of Zaan's connection to the other realm.
Stop. Throw something.
Make a deception check.
No!
With advantage. Back tactics.
Not bad. I don't think I have anything on charisma though. Let me see.
You're brave.
Deception. So just a straight 16.
16? He kind of... you know what? Oh, shit, I haven't looked up Fern's information in a long time. Where are you at, Fernie boy?
Easy.
Where is Fern's thing?
They see slower because he's wearing a nightgown.
There we go. What was your roll?
16.
16? He looks at you and... I thought we had a wee little bit more trust than that, but...
I trust you, but it's not my secrets to tell.
You know what? That is a fair argument. I don't quite feel like letting it go, I'm not going to lie. However, seems you've all been on the road for quite a while. Rest easy. And he kind of leans to the side and goes, Vanera! And, you come up to the gate and you hear the rustling in the bush as your little griffin comes bounding out, sees you, tries to stop, doesn't, wipes out, gets up and runs over to the gate and just, poof, up on the fence and is just kind of, clawing at it, trying to get at you.
I pick him up.
You pick him up.
So hopefully the wedding, we'll be hearing about the wedding being on a couple of days. I
Good.
think they have to wait for the male glens to get back.
Ah, yes, I do believe they went home to be a bit more safe. But it'll be good to hear that. It's good to hear that the Baroness is no more. She was, from all the rumors I've heard of, what mercenaries I send down there for jobs, that she was a right cunt.
Oh yeah, she put up quite a bit of a fight. Stabbed me a couple of times.
Oh, she's
Bitch.
very, very skilled, but that doesn't make up for a right arswipe of a personality.
Oh no. You should have read her journal. She her egg was cracked.
Not gonna lie, now I really want to read it. Do you have it?
No, I'm afraid we gave it to the Admiral since most of it was about him.
Oh. You can see like gears and light bulbs clicking on. He goes, that makes more sense.
Yeah, we're pretty sure whatever entity she was cohorting with might have knocked a few more screws loose than were originally loose at all.
That there purple
So it probably
fella?
made it worse. Sorry?
That there purple fella.
Purple fella and whatever sort of thing he was serving. He said something about a master.
Did you see any more distinguishing markings on him?
Did I? I mean, I saw a flat purple, almost reptilian face and a big red jewel and a violet purple cloak.
Glowing red eyes.
Glowing red eyes. Good catch.
Zephyrus?
Zephyrus was his name. Either that or the name of his master.
You see him like kind of look up and think for a moment, and then he turns, grabs something off a table, and he jots down what you've given him. I'll look into it, see if any of my contacts might know a little bit, little something about it. But
if I had to give a bit better description, I would say almost like a mutated Yuan T got sickly and purple and had red eyes.
I mean, I would probably describe him more as like a dragonborn pug.
Oh, flat-faced dragonborn with red eyes, that'd be a good one too. Didn't really have any nostrils as far as I could tell.
He did. He wasn't full Voldemort.
Okay.
Never go full Voldemort.
Take another look
Never
at
go
him.
full Voldemort. I'll do a wee bit of digging and see what I can find. You didn't give any other names, just Master and
Zephyrus.
that was his name.
Something about Zephyrus will remember this or something.
He could have been talking in the first person, second person, or third person.
True.
Second person is you.
What? Me? I ain't no person. I'm a kobold.
Never mind.
I'll see what I can dig up.
We appreciate it. And we'll see what we can pry out of Zaan.
All right. Well, it is getting a wee bit late, and I'm seeing Kasumi yawn. Right, well, sweet dreams. Speak more in the morning. I will be open in the morning if you're interested in coming by for a wee bit of coffee, liquor.
I'm sure Zaan will have an appetite, and I'm always open to chewing on a piece of bacon.
I'll have a plate fresh. Right. Good night. Sweet dreams. Shuts his big old circular door. Is there anything else you all would like to do?
Nope.
Okay. You all head
Curl up
back
under the table.
You all head back to the wagon. You pick your favorite places for resting. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. So, thank you all so much for joining us. We do again apologize for having to miss a session. I hated it more than anyone, I believe.
I hated it the most.
But life happens, work happens. Theoretically, we will be back in 2 weeks for Tales of Archeron. We will be back next week for Storm King's Chaos, done by Sir Brick, aka
Oh
Zeke.
gosh, I gotta plan for whatever you yahoos decide to do.
Hell yeah.
Murder.
Any final thoughts, concerns, announcements?
Don't kill Hamburger.
Quit putting him in deathly situations.
That's your fault for making death situations.
True.
It's your fault for getting cocky. I'm having to bring out more stronger monsters.
It's Zach's fault.
It's not just Zach. Miss.
Fault.
What was that blade spell you did?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like how it was my fault. Landed one attack on the lady, did little damage. Vanera comes out of fucking nowhere. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Smite! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not actually done. Smite again!
Pretty impressive.
It was very impressive damage.
Sword of Fate is a bitch. Don't tempt me, hoes.
Like how Vanera's like, it's Zach's fault, but it's actually really mine.
But wait,
So,
we're done. Good night.
thank you all for joining us. If you would like to join us in the Discord, the links are down below and all over the
And
place.
the doobly-doo.
In the doobly-doo. We enjoy having people come by and chat. You can lurk, you can shit post, join us for playing games, all that sort of stuff. We welcome everyone. So until the next time we go live, which will probably be Pez Plays, Monday or Tuesday, somewhere around that time.
Is there no metallurgy magic this weekend?
I don't know. I know that I'm going to be quite busy. We had a metallurgy in the middle of the week, if memory serves. Or maybe we didn't. I think we planned on it and we didn't end up actually doing it. I don't remember.
Right now, we've been playing a lot of Void Train, so maybe something with that.
Join the Discord. You'll find out through there, and that's when we start looking for people. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching and joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a safe weekend. Until the next time we go live. Bye!
Bye. Happy Mother's Day.